Mic check. All right, mic should be working now. It should be working now. All right. Y'all got audio? Let me know.
Yeah, this is a guy who has a ton of production on his resume going back to college.
Yeah, I got that fixed. Thank you for the super chat, Dog Pound. Oh, good. All right, Mr. Cabote.
Now this Baltimore Ravens defense, now that you've got a third down situation here, third short. I mean, Zach Moore, the defensive coordinator here, he's kind of got this defense where he wants it now. These guys are really proficient at playing man in zone coverage. Bentley's happy. Threw the football nice.
Surprised we didn't get Aiden Robbins active today. It's definitely go for it territory. Roquan Smith blitzes. Let's go for it. Are we getting off the field? Why are we punting? Come on, Joe.
Smith is one of the very best at doing it. They've been doing it ever since.
They're punting.
Consistent at the linebacker position.
Pro Bowl for Smith all 3 years here in Baltimore. Top tackler in the team. Corey Orkis works it away, and it'll bounce in the end zone.
All right.
Touchback. And here comes Lamar Jackson. Again, trying to finish up strong. We'll talk about the argument. Is it Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen most deserving?
Well, when the Ravens have the ball, you're seeing the battle between two guys who are trying to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. So that should be fun. It's been a long season, everybody. We've had a long season. Been all kind of downs and then even more downs. But it's almost over. Yeah, who says you can't win Defensive Player of the Year with 3 wins? You're the best defensive player in football. Doesn't matter how much your team wins. If it goes to team wins, and who on Kansas City is going to win Defensive Player of the Year? No, Ford's out. Ford's injured. Yeah, Ford's injured.
Milestone season it is for him. His passer rating, 121.6, as it stands, will be the second highest passer rating in history. You got to go back to 2011 and Aaron Rodgers.
It's a remarkable season again. You ask everybody around here, is this the best Lamar Jackson that you have seen? They respond with, well, it's the latest. And they think he really is, even though he's a 2-time MVP and having one of the great seasons in NFL history, just scratching the surface of how good he can really be.
And the passer rating doesn't even take into account Lewis 800 yards rushing.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that he's up for right now.
Yeah, super chat from Ray Rags. Well, 40 different quarterbacks is bad. I think to this point, there's a difference between quarterbacks being benched and it's a new starter. We've had like 12 new full-time starters. Like if you count the guys who have played like 12 or more games, which is like enough to say somebody started for a while, there's been I think like 10 or 12 guys.
I mean, this is see Miles Garrett. Just watch him. Just get off the ball here quickly.
Miles Garrett here with the TFL early.
Get on the perimeter. You better get on him a little bit quicker.
Got another super chat. Appreciate you going live every week, even though we only got 3 wins. Hey man, I do my job.
He is uniquely committed to greatness. He's gonna put on a show today.
When he sees a tight end like Mark Anderson, look at it. Jackson behind the 6, escapes. Goes a 2. Lamar Jackson able to get back a lot of the lost yards from first and instead of third and 2.
Hey, think about playing Lamar and being something the Browns want to do. Everybody's back to turn right now, and if you get behind Lamar Jackson.
Why we run on third down? I don't know. Ask Ken Dorsey. I mean, you're playing Bailey Zapp. It's not crazy that you would run on third down. Hell, the Ravens just ran on third down. It was pretty successful. So, like, running on third and short's not crazy.
This is such a big deal where you motion the back end, the linebackers with them, and then this defender tells you everything. If he crashes down on this handoff, Lamar becomes a keeper. Likely's that lead blocker. That's one of his strengths, the perimeter blocking game.
Come on, iMac.
Everybody's assigned to everybody but Lamar Jackson, the quarterback. It's going to be a long afternoon if you're going to be the Cleveland Browns doing that.
Defense without guys like Jordan Hicks, Denzel Ward, were also down today. Delayed.
Oh, boy. Is that Martin?
It's going to be featured. You better keep right down the backfield. You better understand that they will take shots down the football field. He will find the open receiver. He is
Yeah, it was Martin.
The field as well as anyone.
Boy, nobody needs this season to end more than Martin Emerson.
To the league with him, has developed a habit with him second to none, and you see him now. He knew he missed a big.
Andrews getting healthy now for the stretch run, the career touchdown reception leader among Ravens tight ends. Empty backfield. So just steps up, took a peek, and darts forward for about 7 before Garrett got down.
It's that man coverage again. It looks like Lamar, they're emptying out the backfield. If they're going to get man, it's going to be a one read, and if you're going to give me a seam, take off. This is where this offense gets really interesting because this 3rd and 4 distance, they can become a run team still because 4-down territory for them is very viable. And now you get these matchup situations where it's a Mark Andrews, it's a St. Flowers, the Pro Bowler, or it's an Isaiah Likely who's been Lamar Jackson. All of them are matchup issues.
Small but speedy Flowers is in the slot to the right. Lamar looks at it.
Ooh, Flowers just drops it. They're going to punt or they're going to go for it. They got to go for it, right?
He's just turned into an absolute nightmare. They love to work him short and intermediate game. You see, he's just running a.
Well, the Ravens got themselves off the field on that one.
Easy throw and catch. He typically will make this play, and he's off to the races. This is a guy who was interesting as far as how Cleveland looked at him. He was a guy who they wanted to really get after, especially the secondary for Cleveland. They said they wanted to challenge him, see if they can get inside his head a little bit. They've had success against him in the past.
First Pro Bowl receiver in Ravens history. Flowers in his second year. By Jordan Stout carries into the end zone.
All right. Please don't go to commercial. Please don't go to commercial. Oh, they're going to commercial. Yeah, I mean, if you're a Browns fan, you don't want the Browns to like immediately give up this game. But like, there's no week where you wouldn't take a hard-fought loss like this one. If you lose, you're guaranteed a top 3 pick. Depending on how Sunday's games go, you could have the number 2 or number 1 overall pick. Now that is a Pro Bowler. You talking about Miles? Yeah, I think you talking about Miles. See what Zap does. I mean, pretty good drive on that first set for Zap at least. You know, we'll see what he continues to do. I would love to see Jerry Jeudy have a big game and Myles Garrett have a big game. You know, this one you're kind of here for the individual stuff.
Here, look at this ugly injury list. Obviously, Watson and Nick Chubb, questions about their future with this team. Ford and Strong, running backs injured in the last game. Senator Tillman out with a concussion. They're beating up the offensive line. It's incredible.
8 starters in that group. I mean, in many ways, the identity and the heartbeat of your football team as well, and Nick Chubb. So this is a football team that is decimated by injuries and really just trying to figure out how they can pivot to the future to recapture some of the success they've had.
And what it'll cause you to do internally is you're going to have some discussion about, hey, let's just make sure that we go ahead and reevaluate our training room, our strength and rehabilitation room. Let's just make sure we're doing everything that we don't have this kind of thing happen again. We've lost a great portion of our team.
So the inactiveness on the defense. Again, some unfamiliar names. Jacob Bowie, from Louisiana Lafayette, and playing off the Saints practice squad.
Well, the fact that we've seen Cabote twice means we're drafting a lot of running backs, dog.
Attack the line of scrimmage. This Cleveland had running game.
From reading the ESPN article, it seems that the front office changed the offense to fit with Watson, and it failed miserably. Besides that, it wasn't all bad compared to previous Browns regimes. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get the sense that it's like dysfunctional from that article. It's just, hey, they made a bet on Deshaun Watson. They doubled down on his play style, and it just didn't work, right? Oh, yep. And a pick six. Well, shit, dog. Was DTR better? Jeez. Nice to know ESPN doesn't know how many we had on IR last year. They know. They did a whole graphic about it last year. It's back-to-back years with this many injuries is what it is.
Tough enough to come in and play your first game of the year against this defense. Man, how would you rate his arm strength on windy days?
That's not the forte of his game. He's got about an average arm, but on the road in this cold and wind, it's going to be below average.
Yep. Just a bad underthrown field side out. Well, we got zapped. What do I think about Cam Scatterboo in the draft? I like Cam Scatterboo. I wonder where he's going to end up. Because right now, a lot of people have like a 5th round pick. But I imagine people are much higher on him than what the draft boards are saying right now. Because, I mean, like, coaches are going to get one interview in with that kid and love him. Like, that's one where the coaches are going to drive up the stock on him. Ref Bump says it's the kind of throw I'll be making on Madden at 2 a.m. Yeah, it's bad, man. He knew that was a pick six once it left his hands. Absolutely. But again, it kind of benefits the Browns in the long term, right, to lose this game. As sad as it is. He wasn't sitting on that. That's not what happened. He underthrew a field side out. I mean, that's just what happens. You underthrow it out. The corner's going to naturally be underneath it, and it's going to get picked off. Can't underthrow it. The wind got to it. Yeah, okay. Daniel Jones, 3 years, 100 mil. That's hilarious. Has every quarterback? No, I don't think Deshaun threw a pick six. Jameis definitely did. I have to imagine DTR did. And then Bailey Zapp did, but I don't think Deshaun threw a pick six. To be fair, he didn't throw much, but yeah, he didn't throw a pick six. Did he throw a pick six? He threw a pick six. He threw a couple pick sixes last year, but I don't think he threw a pick six this year.
Meaning cover three, a single high safety zone defense never gets his eyes back to Marlin, going back to a half field, cover two safety.
Yep.
Wiggins would be sitting in the flat and throws the ball right to him.
Yeah, that's got to be something that he's got to be able to recognize. He had plenty of time to see him there, but for Nate Wiggins, it's just a simple 2-to-1 read. As he's just kind of like skating out of there, he's keeping his eye on number two. He's keeping cushion on number one. Number two comes out to the flat. It's almost like a trap concept. He's waiting for him to come to him. And he just jumps in front of it, takes it.
Bailey Zappi never sees that safety rotation because on the road, silent cadence, he's looking for the snap. You think it's one coverage, you get the ball, and then all of a sudden that coverage changes, the picture of it.
This might be a rough 4 quarters, y'all. Does Genty's ball security worry you at all? It seems to me that like 10% of his run, the ball is sliding out of his hands. I mean, you're going to get ball hand measurements at the combine, but yeah, that's got to be a concern, right?
Receiver Jerry Judy in, and then just puts his foot in the ground and makes the pick six.
Because it could just be like he plays in the Mountain West. Jesus, I feel so bad for Ken.
22 interceptions thrown by the 4 Cleveland quarterbacks who played in the 18 touchdown passes. That's the 3rd time they've won a second quarterback touchdown.
I mean, that position, I mean, we all know you just can't survive in the NFL. You don't get confident level of play at that position. And that just looks elementary.
Take 4 men.
Run. Wow. That's the first Deontay Foreman run that did not get called back because of a holding.
Today, he's not easy to bring down. Kyle Hamilton, the do-it-all safety from Baltimore, had to come just jump on his shoulders to get him down.
He's bounced around a lot, 15 and 6 years.
Yeah, I mean that's how running backs. That's somehow the life of running. Sometimes the life of a running back can be like that, especially if you're not the primary ball carrier, where you don't have like a unique set of skills that someone feels as though they have to keep up.
6 full linemen in the game here on 2nd and 2. And sideways.
3rd and 1.
We've talked about this Ravens football team, and a lot of the times it's through the vantage point of the offense and Lamar Jackson, and rightfully so. But this is the best run defense in the NFL, and that is going to be one of their backbones with Zach Orr, their defensive coordinator, on this playoff run.
Grant's game says, bring out my nuts for the season finale. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see where the energy leads us. We suck at short yardage situations, man. We suck, dude, at short yardage.
Downhill with abandon the entire first quarter, and their defensive front. I mean, just watching how they were able to reset the line of scrimmage.
Just got no push. Conklin got put on a ride.
That's what Saquon's been getting here lately over the past month.
Most advanced key figures, guys. 13, let's go for it early in the game.
Yeah, we're going to do the toss.
So Jerry Judy, the top receiver, Marlon Humphrey came across, and the Ravens take over in plus territory.
That wasn't a bad call. I mean, you can't run the ball up the middle. You suck at it. So, like, I get throwing the ball there. You try to get a one-on-one look, Marlon Humphrey, Jerry Jeudy. You get open. Jerry Jeudy wins that route. Bailey Zapp just doesn't throw a good ball there. And it's windy, to be fair to Bailey Zapp. But he doesn't throw a good ball, lets Marlon Humphrey get back into play, and there's a PBU instead of what could have been a touchdown there, right? So, it hit his hands, but it was off a ricochet. You can't say that's like something he's got to catch, y'all. If there ever was a thing as a pretty loss, yeah. It was underthrown.
Shoved him and some other receivers a little closer to those heaters. It's about 29 degrees, so with a wind chill, it feels like 15.
You can fill us in throughout the day as it gets colder and colder. Flowers, of course, no stranger to cold temperatures. Browns grabbing the line in this second down play.
Zapp makes the football look like it weighs 10 pounds, 12 pounds when he throws. You saying Zapp make that football look like he throwing a baby? I think that's because he wears a glove when he throws. I think that's what's he got like a white glove on, and I think that makes the ball look bigger.
Perfectly thrown in front of Isaiah Likely. That's what they really wanted.
Hey, look, if this game gets bad, Browns fans, I just want you to close your eyes and think about the draft. Here's a little thank you for all the tremendous work you do during the season. Appreciate the content and honestly made the season tolerable. Appreciate that, man. Like, I must have been doing good work if I can make this season tolerable. This was one hell of a season to get through, y'all. This tested my professionalism. like I now know I can do this thing, as a career. I'm a pro because I went through this season, right? It's easy when the team's winning. Everything's fun. We're all having fun. When the team's like this, man, it's difficult.
Not many flaws in his for this offense's operation.
So you would assume that right now, with Zay Flowers back in the ball game, this is where Zay Flowers, they got
Third and fourth down. Why are we doing high school plays? That fourth down play call was not a bad play. It was horrible execution. And then on third down, they tried to run it. I mean, that's normal. It's pretty normal. We just suck. That's the problem. The calls and the plays that the Browns are running are pretty like normal NFL play calls. The problem is we are not executing those play calls.
When they put Patrick Ricard,
And we got 8 starters out on an already bad team. I don't know if he got that. 4th and 1.
Just read the lips there. He's on the same page as you, Dan.
yeah, this is easy. This offensive line is really taking control over the course of this season. Coach Harbaugh knows that. Lewis mentions the size of some of their guys. Patrick Ricard, Mark Andrews. There's so much that they can do, and obviously the 250-pounder Derrick Henry.
See, the thing about it is, like, you're figuring, like, right now they're going to really try and impose their will and really just try and kind of pound you off the ball. And then they got this guy, number 8. Yeah, this quarterback who all of a sudden could just pull the ball, and at any moment, he's out there making you look foolish like he's just playing on Thanksgiving Day in his backyard. That's a cheat code. That's not fair.
That's what opponents have been saying since he came in the league.
Yeah.
They're going to try to challenge this?
Operation wasn't too crisp there. So
Or they're calling for another sneak.
I think
He's saying push it.
The different part of this offense in comparison to years past, certainly last year, is there's more pieces. There's more diversity. The growth of Zay Flowers, the growth of Rashad Bateman.
It's a challenge for Todd Monken, isn't it, here, too?
Because you don't want to get too cute,
Yeah.
which I would say they have at times, and you don't want to be too predictable. So when Patrick Ricard and Mark Andrews are on the field, they run the football, but
He's saying just push it.
and then you don't want to try to outthink
They're going to just get this to Derrick Henry. They're going to get this to Derrick Henry right here. Ricard's in there. They're going to smash Ricard up the middle, run Derrick Henry to the C gap. That's my guess. Yeah. Okay, no, they got Ricard on the line. Jesus, what was that? All right. Good stop defense. Grant Delpit with a hell of a play. Well, great job mirroring Lamar Grant, forcing a pretty terrible throw to Derrick Henry. That's a pretty creative play call, though. Like you gotta remember that. Like, like if you're watching this game, you're like a team that's probably gonna play the Ravens. Remember that. That's a pretty good play call, though. Yeah. I mean, Lamar's gonna do that against anybody. I don't think that's an indicator of if they respect the defensive ends or not. It's silly. It's a good call. I mean, like Derrick Henry squeezes free. There's no real good way to defend that because you got to be aggressive on Derrick Henry. So if you run him to the outside, the linebacker's gonna come in, and then you can have Lamar on the option pretty much use Derrick Henry as a lead blocker, and then if he doesn't have room, Derrick can release to the flat, which is the end zone. He'll probably be wide open. That's a really good option play. They just got to run it more intentionally, and that'll work. But that's a good end zone play for them to come back to. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Hit that.
See you on game day. Learn more at courtyard.com/NFL.
You ready for the NFL playoffs?
What you got, Chad?
Let's put cameras on every player. Weather and 4D. Hibachi vendors.
What do you want? Shrimp. Okay, get up.
So you guys like my ideas?
No.
Almost some vintage Lamar Jackson magic. You get a little bit of a roll pass, and Derrick Henry's just going to leak to the flat. And as Lamar gets out there, he kind of gets stuck in that moment of, am I going to be the runner or trying to dump it off to Derrick Henry? It's a little bit similar to the play that we saw the Vikings seal their game against the Packers on last week. And it just is that in-between moment, but so close to being an unbelievable play.
I think a hook shot off the rim there. Was it?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for a 91-yard drive from Bailey Zapp? Oh, DTR's in. Oh, shit. Option season. Okay. 4 yards. We got the 2-quarterback system going, baby.
Stefanski, their head coach, had told us that the plan was to get him in the game, some packages, maybe a little bit use of the quarterback run, and then the feel of how he thought who was responding the best would determine who was going to play the majority of the game.
Thomas Robinson, a calf injury. Limited practice Tuesday, Wednesday. Did come
Oh, God, he's going to get smacked. You can just see Kyle Hamilton triggering downhill. All right, well, he's going to have to stay in if he did those. If he ran 2 plays, you got to keep him in for 3rd down. Yeah. They're not buying. They're just containing on the backside. Adafe Owe did a really good job stringing him out, and then that allowed Kyle Hamilton to come downhill.
See, it's that kind of thing. You want a guy like that in the middle of the field so he can patrol and roam and just knock people out. One of the best safeties in the league, if not the best.
Ravens defense trying to get off the field here on 3rd and 7. Thompson Robinson from the pocket.
Hey, it's 1st down.
Yeah. Just get forward progress, an 8-yard gain to get this drive going.
It's a really good job by DTR. Emotional, you get an indication. You're going to get some zone defense. 1, 2, 3, ball comes out on time. And then it's a good job of just getting vertical. by Akins. That's a big deal against this defense. You know, when you get their zone coverages, you don't want to catch the ball and dance. It's a catch and get vertical because all those eyes that are watching the quarterback are driving the throw.
5 seconds. Got him. Oh my God, he was right there.
Sprinting across, and Thomas Robinson just missed him.
Yeah, he sure did. And he had the route that he wanted. He had Elijah wide open. Roquan Smith.
Come on, DTR.
And he had the window that he was looking for on the second level.
I mean, you get exactly what you want. Just got to get him the ball right. You don't got to throw it that hard. He's wide open.
This Ravens defense.
Oh, Lord, he's thinking about it now. Oh, God, that mistake made him start to think about it. He's fucked. All right.
He gets it rolling. It's another $250.
This is us. Last year with Cloudy, this year with Nobody.
You think he was
Just let the quarter in.
He's on the line. $250K. That's big.
Yeah, let the quarter in and talk to the quarterback in the headset, man. Because, look, that's the thing with DTR. He makes that mistake. Next thing you know, he starts overthinking, double pumping, not want to throw the ball when it's on time, and then you get the shit, right? You get him in the shits. It's Jameis. Jameis is the injury quarterback. And I don't believe Jameis is healthy. He's playing with a hurt shoulder, so, like, he's barely the injury quarterback. Yeah. The Chiefs are stranded at the airport? Wait, what? Do y'all get this story? The Chiefs are stranded at the airport. I don't know. They're just going to delay the game, right? They're not going to forfeit. Joseph Burrow.
He'd certainly be in the MVP conversation.
No question about it. I didn't know Cardinal fans were back in.
He brought a few things back, but North is there, so they can do the job today. Bengals, of course, need some help in losses from the Broncos. It's the Chiefs team that's sitting out some players and Miami as well. So Thompson Robinson now needs 14 against this.
All right, DTR, show us that big time arm. There we go. We're going to throw a screen, ain't we? Yeah. Chat, should we go for it? Should we go for it? 4th and 9. Should we go for it? Well, we know what a bad NFL QB Jameis looks like, and then we know what a bad QB looks like. Oh, just like a bad quarterback in general. Yeah, DTR just ain't. I don't think he could play at this level, man. It is what it is. And like, I don't even think. I think some of it is physical, but I think a lot of it's mental with him, man. Bad punt. Yeah, he ain't got the flamethrower, dog. It's windy. You can't. Yeah, that's the problem. You can't bring out the flamethrower when it's windy. My soul needs the entertainment of Jameis Winston now. That would at least be like more entertaining.
And net 0 for 3. Already 16 total touchdowns. Could have had a receiving touchdown if Lamar had delivered it a little more accurately last time.
He's a guy that John Harbaugh said, I always envisioned him a Raven in a Ravens uniform, and maybe they would need to order a little bit of a bigger jersey, but he's no question changed the identity of what this offense can be, and it's a downhill run game.
He's got the play fake and across the middle.
Good play. Good play, Juan. Nice.
That's just a clean, very good play by Juan Thornhill. And you hope Bateman.
Chris Gustafaro with a $20 super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, Q, thank you for another great season of Browns coverage. It wasn't the easiest of seasons to cover, but you did it with truth and honesty. Hope next year they can turn this ship around and be competitive again. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They're talented enough to be able to turn it around on some level. They got a lot of digging and soul searching to do this offseason. Looks like Rashad Bateman's down. That's a good clean hit. It's a good clean hit. Laying wood. I seriously wonder if DTR's first start ruined him mentally. I think it goes back further than that, Ray Rags. Like, if you just look at how Chip Kelly coaches guys, this kind of thing happens to Chip Kelly guys where Chip's really hard on his quarterbacks. And these guys, when they make mistakes, they tend to spiral under Chip Kelly. I mean, we see it sometimes with Will Howard, where like when Will Howard makes a mistake, it tends to compound itself because Chip's he's so overbearing on this. So yeah, I think it's part that, and some guys just can't handle the pressure, right? And he's just not at the point of his life where he can handle the pressure. Yeah, somebody gonna get fired tomorrow. I don't think it's gonna be anybody major, but it's gonna be like coordinators and position coaches that are gonna be let go.
Giannis taking his game to a whole other level. Thunder, Cats, Spurs. Bill's hit on Rashad Bateman get crunched. Good news is Ravens fans relieved because he was able to get up Bateman and walk off.
Good ass hit right there.
He's okay. Gadsman, yards per reception this season.
And that's a big deal for him to be okay because his growth and big steps this year, career high in yards and touchdowns, he's become a big part of this pass game. I think the biggest thing is that he trusts this offense. He trusts Tom Monken. They've made it very clear that you're a guy opposite St. Clark's. This is a big deal.
Tyler Wallace spelling in 3 receivers bunch to the left on 2nd and 10. Henry. Yes, that course. That's what you
All right, 3rd and long here. Chance for Miles to get a sack.
And you take some steam. You have got to come downhill in a hurry and be clean with your reads. And you just see there.
Yeah, I don't know how Bubba Trone didn't make my this will be their last game video. Thanks for the live streams this season from Lavelle. Appreciate you, Lavelle.
This is the start of something big in the business.
in the game on this 3rd and 6. protection breaking down. Flips it across.
Damn. Mike Hall almost had him. Mike Hall almost had him.
Jackson, you're going to get a chip to Miles, and then he's going to leak out. We talked about
Yeah, watch Mike Hall on the Linderbaum. Does a great job releasing, getting off.
to Derrick Henry. A perfect example.
You just
of how
found
he
him.
has just evolved as a quarterback in this league.
Flowers comes across in motion. He's got the handoff. And the Pro Bowler for the first time was thrilled to get that news. It's just electric with the football.
That's the thing that as a defender.
No disrespect to Zay Flowers, but if he's a Pro Bowler, like, I guess there's just not that many good wide receivers in the AFC. There's Jamar.
The safety's got to fill
I guess you get 6. Well, no, you get what, 9? 9 wide receivers? So I guess it makes sense.
It's turned into a do-it-all weapon for this team. And they make it intentional in terms of using him in multiple ways to get him the ball.
Organization was excited. They finally have a Pro Bowl wide receiver for basketball, but they haven't had one yet. He's got the football again. He's got some blockers. Big Phillips doesn't need much space. It darts down. The 11 is grabbing his knee as he goes to the turf. So, of course, should hold your breath about a game like this. The playful, the most important thing coming out of this game, healthy with a playoff run, and concern in the face of Harbaugh. And this Flowers appears to be in some pain. Look at what happened here. It's the right knee he's looking at.
I don't know what happened.
This is TG.
Maybe I think it might have been the kneecap itself. I don't know. He was screaming and he was he screamed. Yeah. The Baltimore needs to win this game. That's why all their starters are playing. Like, they cannot afford to lose this game. It's a non-contact. You said just a non-contact injury. Those are the worst ones. Oh, yeah, hopefully he's walking off. If you see somebody tear their ACL like that. Because he was really like massaging his patella. It's big time if they don't got him. Okay, he walked off. He's good.
Walk off the field, making the motion to teammates and trainers that kind of fist to the palm, but his knee got knocked as he was laying on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Got hit on the inside of it, and that's not a good feeling. Obviously, hopefully, he's escaped anything significant.
He's in the 10 right now. We saw Harbaugh's
Ew.
reaction after this game. Seats for this guy, such a part of the big play offense.
Jeez.
Gotta be kidding me, he says. First to scare for Bateman, did return, and now we'll get you the status of Flowers when we know something. First down from the 12, Jackson. Just a yard.
Give this Cleveland defensive front a lot of credit to Myles Garrett, someone who he said that they have some young talent along this defense. Junior Isaiah McGuire, He pointed out Jawan Briggs, number 97, a rookie from the University of Cincinnati. They've got some players, and they got to find out what they have on this side of the ball for them as well. But this isn't just about Baltimore here. Cleveland's trying to find out they got some players in the future.
Back to Henry. Jackson on the move. And
Did he catch that? Did they call a flag? I think they're calling a push off. They're calling a push off. That's a push off. OPI. He looks pissed about the flag. I don't think this is on. Yeah, it might be offsetting.
Fouls against both teams on the play. Prior to pass. Holding. Defense from 23. Legal formation on the offense. Number 16 was not on the line.
Yeah.
Fouls are going to offset.
would have put Lamar Jackson over 4,000 passing yards for the season, just 4 yards short to become the first 4,000-yard passer at 800-yard rusher district.
That's just mind-boggling, Chris. I mean, it's mind-boggling. We're not talking about like duplicating what someone else has done. No one's ever done it, and it considers that some of the discourse surrounding
He's going to the locker room early. That's not good.
what he's doing is just legendary every single.
So far, we're taking on the 10 and then down the stairs to the locker room. Walking, okay. Play clock at 2. Jackson from the pocket, lofting for the end zone.
Comes back, gets it again. Throws a dot.
It's just the perfect throw, and Grant Delpit had perfect position. He played it for
Yeah, it's good coverage. Just he throws a better ball.
He's playing for any outbreaking route. He's playing low and outside, and Lamar Jackson, as the defenders have said, he'll make some throws that are just indefensible. And this is one of them.
11th touchdown for Andrews, guys, which leads all tight ends this season.
That's always remarkably good. Oh my goodness.
If you're Grant Delpit, you're thinking, look, I knew what was coming.
It's a great job covering tight ends, and he wasn't.
Yeah, Grant's one of the best in the NFL at guarding tight ends. Did a great job there. I mean, picks him up, sees him on the outside, right? Mirrors it, gets there. The throw's just really good. They also did a good job doubling up Miles there because they brought the guard to pull over to help Stanley. So, I mean, good protection drawn up, had the right protection in. They gave him the time to make the throw, and he executed on the throw. That's good quarterback play right there.
He's not totally in control of Mark.
That is definitely good coverage, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, that's good coverage. That's what it looks like.
He might have been able to punch the pocket and get the ball out, but he made that last-minute check of trying to find the ball, and that got him in trouble.
Talk about the other history. Besides the 4,000 passing yards, he now hits 40 touchdown passes. No one's ever had 40-plus TD passes and had fewer than 5 picks in the season.
It's hard to sit there and say he's not the MVP of the NFL. It really is. And you've got 3 quarterbacks that are vying for it. The last thing I'll say about that throw, guys, is this. A lot of quarterbacks are accurate. Accurate is throwing the ball to your guy. That's a ball placement. Where you throw the ball away from the defender. To Moses' point, Delpit's got good coverage. You just throw it so far away from the defender, he can't get to it.
Caden Davis has some
Oh, shit.
TJ Tampa Jr. that played for the Ravens after a 39-yard return. Talked about jumping past Michael Vick, who was considered the greatest rushing quarterback in history.
Yeah, Lamar should be the MVP, man.
It's this. History. We're not talking about this season. We're not talking about the last couple of years. It's history.
So you're talking about greatest passer rating ever, greatest running back rushing stats ever.
It's amazing. Amazing what he's doing.
Sappy is back in the game at quarterback and throwing.
There we go, finally.
Gently in Baltimore territory after a 24-yard gain.
This is the second time we've seen play action with a little bit of a half throw by Cleveland and a big-time crosser getting out there. Elijah Moore, last time Bailey Zappi misses him. This time he pins it right on his face.
And the Bulldog safety, Kyle Hamilton, got a little disoriented, got his eyes in the backfield. You got to look back across the field, see if Carlton's recovering. When you're not getting any work, he lost track of him. Nice throw by Bailey Zappi.
That was just a rough one. Smith give her a shot, but he was being held up. Moving another play fake and flipping it short.
Oh, poor Whiteheart.
That's what you do as a DB, man. When we're sitting in zone coverage and you see the ball declare, you got to break downhill with bad intentions. Clean tackle right on the thigh board to saw him down. That's what you have to do.
Out of 17 players with 1,000 receiving yards, 7 of them are in the AFC. Chase, Brian Thomas, Judy, McConkey, Wilson, Flowers. Oh, Flowers had over 1,000? I didn't know he had over 1,000. Son, what are you sliding for? What are we protecting? No. Take the fucking hit. Get the extra yards.
It's been a stroke of genius. It's settled down everything that they were giving up.
We kick the field goal here, or are we going for it?
Communication in the back end. Got to be on the same page. And Kyle does that. He settles it all down.
Going empty. They haven't gone to Judy all game. They got hump on them. Throw the fucking ball.
Sit down field and try to fight back and make a nice catch there. Incomplete. So,
Flag on the play. Got to be a hold. Hey! Wow.
nose tackle Travis Jones.
Big Travis out of Connecticut. Damn, look at that massive man right there. That's an unfortunate call. That shouldn't have been called. I mean, yeah, you got rid of the ball. I mean, that's not a roughing the passer.
Bump some. I would disagree. I don't think that there's.
They're doing a bullshit check. You can tell this season has sucked because I spent 10 minutes doing that list. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a bad year. Hey, good pass break up there by 36. You know, he got in the way of an interception, so good job by him. That should have been picked off.
Get up after, namely in the secondary, start with Brandon Stevens. That's who they were trying to run the double move on. Look for them to continue to try and throw the football down the field on guys like him. And when Marlon Humphrey moves to the outside.
So the Ravens pass rushers who choose to looking for an opportunity, but a timeout is taken. So just keep before the play. Timeout on the field. Check in with Laura here, who has an update on Zay Flowers.
Yeah, Chris, I saw Zay Flowers went into the locker room. That's where he still is, and officially questionable to return with a knee injury, according to Baltimore.
Happened again as he went down.
Ooh. You see that buckle there?
Excited to tell you.
It's possible to screw up your knee and still be able to walk off. I mean, I've done it before. I've fucked up my knee and biked home before.
My knees not clamped together.
And I'm not a professional athlete, so like, you know, it is possible.
My kid is falling off. You can imagine. I can imagine the kind of pain that he's in right now with that knee-to-knee contact.
Again, walk off slowly. That's not whatever to get on that injury with the postseason looming.
All right. We kicking the field goal here?
manager tell him that he made the Pro Bowl this year. It was just
Holding on the defense, that 5-yard penalty would be added to the end of the run.
such a great.
Everybody is getting the memo. The Browns aren't supposed to win except for the fucking Ravens, man.
Fingers crossed for Ravens fans that Zay Flowers is going to be fine.
Second penalty on the drive makes it first down and goal at the 10.
And this is where you really want to have the diversity in your run game. Can quarterback run be up with Bailey Zappi enough? Can you get a downhill run with Dante Foreman to try to push this defensive line?
Foreman has it. It's about 4:30 the Baltimore center. It's way in the ball.
All right, 6 yards out.
So but they decide what is Ken Dorsey going to do?
7. They moved the ball back.
That's been the story of their season, really. And for me, it's got to be Jerry Jeudy, number 3 for them. He's had a breakout career season. He's an elite.
Probably going to throw that one route over the middle of the field to the tight end. Try to laser it in there. Fit it in over Roquan Smith's head. And almost threw a pick. So they did run the route, but they ran it with Jeudy instead of a tight end. Yeah, they're not going to – they're doubling Jeudy the whole game, basically.
And it's a great read by him as far as reading the eyes of the quarterback and understanding where Jerry was going to be. You got to keep moving him around and see if you can find a way to get him loose.
It's 3rd and 7.
That he's lined up outside with Brandon Stevens. Get a one-on-one. I take that matchup.
To the formation, Zappy's looking to the right side. And they're going to try to run it in for a short pitch to Jordan Akins, and he's knocked down at the.
If Thrash did a better job getting this guy out the way, that might have had a chance.
Season. I'm still trying to get the ball to Jerry.
Are we going 4th down? No. No, they're doubling Jerry Jeudy. That's why they're not getting the ball to Jerry Jeudy. It's because, like, he's getting doubled every time. They're putting Nate Wiggins and they're putting Marlon Humphrey on him.
So that's to Hopkins on for a chip shot. Get the Browns on the board.
We coming. 3 points. Hey, we only down 11, y'all. D-Hop's back. He just made a 23-yarder. When's the last time the Browns have drove to the red zone? It feels like we've done that like once a game since we put in DTR and got rid of, since we benched Jameis. Let's keep rolling. We got 3 points. They got 14. We're making up some ground. We didn't get zipped out. No, we wasn't going to get zipped out. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what? Let's run that stat for Lamar. No quarterback has ever thrown 40 touchdowns and less than 5 interceptions. Let's go get an interception here. Full hater mode. I want a nasty interception too. I don't know why we arguing about which quarterbacks y'all want in this draft, bruh. That shit ain't coming up till pick 90. Alex says, thanks for all the content. I'm a high school teacher and I can talk Browns with the kids. Your vids and podcasts fuel my workouts, drives, yard work, etc. Bless your heart. Blessings on your ear. Absolutely, man. Appreciate that, Alex. Shout out to teachers, man. Especially high school teachers. I know, I remember what I used to put high school teachers through, and I wasn't even one of the bad kids. Shout out to teachers. Yeah, we need a QB, but we have to get someone good, opposite of Miles, to make plays. I mean, like, Abdul Carter's absolutely not a need pick, but, like, just because you need a QB doesn't mean that a QB's there in the draft. You feel me? Like, just is what it is. You got to meet the draft where the draft is, and the draft right now is not offering you a quarterback.
It's the guy again who was going for the sack title this year. Faces more double teams, more chips, more unique game plans to try and take him out of it. He perseveres through it all.
He might be keeping an eye on that Bengals Steelers game out there, right? Devin Dixon right there. Sacks as well as Steve Mitchell.
Oh, Lord. Oh, did Dustin Hopkins hurt himself?
Mitchell is an absolute firecracker. He is a big play waiting to happen. John Harbaugh said, had he not gotten hurt last year, he thought that he played at
Yeah, it was a horrible kick.
of them being a little bit shortchanged offensively as anyone. He can go from 0 to 100 in a hurry. And he's a great complementary piece to this downhill power running game.
It wasn't Hopkins. He got in the way there, but the tackle was not made by the kicker there. Baltimore sets up there. Miles Harden gets credit for saving a touchdown. Jackson from the plus 48. And again, Henry not much. He just cannot get going today.
Well, and that's a really big deal, not only today, but for this offense moving forward, is staying ahead of the chains. You asked Todd Monken, their play caller, Lamar Jackson, what's the biggest thing? And everybody says, we just got to stay on track. And I think two reasons why. Number one, it gates them the opportunity just to run the football again. They want to be a run football team. And then two is, as you can see, Derrick Henry coming off the field. It allows Derrick Henry to stay on the field. Lewis, you know, it changes the way defensive coordinators are going to call plays when Henry is not on it.
Sure. Rashid Ali, the rookie, is in the backfield.
3rd and 10. All right, Miles. This your time, Miles. This your time, Miles. You know they chipping, Miles. Send somebody on the wide 9, y'all. Come on.
Check. These guys are coming off the ball. We talked to Jim Schwartz last night, and they're fired up about this game. And we just saw a brief glimpse right there of Myles Garrett. This guy comes out of his shoes like a cannon, and they're trying to reset.
They're putting him on the rookie. Putting him on the rookie, Rosengarten.
He's given up 19 rushes at 20 plus. Nobody's given up more in the NFL than Cleveland.
Gotta go. Oh, shit. Damn. Well, he's... Damn. Almost had it. Good job by Rosengarten. Should have drafted him.
Changing the protection to let that if you're you gotta get down on that shallow crosser. If you're Mike Ford, you gotta understand why formation, why alignment, what you're probably gonna get. Bateman's just gonna run away from you. We've seen these averaging over 17 yards per reception. He will take
Special teams play. They got a bunch of dudes having to step up.
That's right.
Secondary for this short-handed team.
Delay game.
Spend a timeout.
Prior to the ball being snapped, late game on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty.
They said 5 yards. They kind of late getting organized there.
Well, they were in the pistol formation, which is when Lamar's in the gun and Derrick Henry's a yard or two behind him. That's something that has really been a big deal for their offense because they can go downhill run, or Lamar can be that zone read potential quarterback keeper. And it looked like Lamar was bringing Henry to the offset, which is on a tip.
We've been penalty free all game, huh?
15. Good shot.
Good play, Mike. Good play, Mike. Way to get out there.
This is behind the chains. This is behind the chains for this football team. I think it's second down because
Second down,
yeah. And so it's just something for them that they have to be so conscious of, because here it is again. Derrick Henry off the field, and now as a defense, you've got a much more likely tell of what Baltimore wants to do with the football.
And for a 3-13 football team, that really is just trying for after their season is over. Jim Schwartz, as you see there, the defensive coordinator for the Browns, he's got his guys playing. This defensive line running to the football and put some big hits on the good ball carriers in the Ravens.
Get after
Hold. Hold. They gonna call the hold? Damn, he hugged Miles for like 10 seconds.
There you see it, Myles Garrett coming inside with the power rush, and just watch him at the top of your
Yeah,
screen.
just completely loses part of his helmet too.
And then Mike Hall looping outside.
Mike Hall, good chase.
This defensive front four.
Get Abdul Carter next year. That's a sack.
That they can really build around, and he likes going to work with. Mike Hall has a lot of potential inside as a pass rushing 3 technique, and you know Myles Garrett's going to bring it every time.
You're getting man coverage. Watch for his legs.
pressure. Ball out. Catch made.
All right, fourth down. They're going to kick the field goal or go for it.
I think you go for it and be ultra aggressive here. We talked about this a little bit on some of the earlier downs. They have so many different people that become matchup issues. You could put Isaiah Likely on the field, Mark Andrews on the field. I love the fact that Derrick Henry's coming on. So now you truly present that potential run pass option with also that potential of Lamar in the quarterback run game.
Plenty of options. Right there. Andrews is going to slot to the right. Lamar still scanning, back pedaling, trying to escape. Flips it across the middle.
Good defense. No, that hit the ground. Good defense. That was a long time to be in zone in coverage, right? That was a great job by the secondary. That's a long time to be in man coverage. Great job by Mitchell punching that ball up in the air and then hits the ground there. So good job by Cam right there. Right, that's a tough matchup. He's in the slot. He's going up against Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is a corner killer, right? You can't guard him with the corner. You always got to use a bigger body on him. He gets that matchup on the corner. That's what they're looking for. Long time to hold up in coverage. And then you do. Good job there, defense. Bing, bop, boom, bop. Bing, bop, boom, bop, boom, boom, bam. Type of shit I'm on you wouldn't understand. It's a bar, bro. Bing, bop, boom, bop, bam. Hold on one sec, y'all.
I'm Dyson.
And one an all-out battle is going to be this year in the SEC.
Because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Hey.
Get out there and ball.
SEC Men's Basketball on SEC Network.
Who's the last play here? Coming across.
It's really about those four guys in the rush. Just no one over pursuing against Lamar Jackson. They kind of build that.
Actually like the throw to Mark Andrews. It's just a great play by Mitchell.
I mean, you see how he comes in late and punches the pocket. I mean, that's just textbook DB play. It looks like it's going to be a completion, but you never give up. Look at that left hand. That's perfect placement.
Yeah.
It's not over. You always have an option as far as how you can really prevent the reception. You just got to see that play through to the end. I mean, give this Cleveland Browns defense a lot of credit. I mean, they're not playing for
Bing, bop, boom, bop, boom, boom, bam. The type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't understand. I was living in Maryland with the Ravens were born, attended home games, dressed as the Browns garb. Raven fans booed me. Raven fans always keep it classy, LOL. This is from Chris Schultz. Hold on. Ooh. This is from Chris Schultz. Appreciate you, Chris. Sorry those Raven fans booed at you.
Took a while to get there.
Listen, this weather, the cold, the wind.
That's kind of crazy though. Like before the Ravens and the Browns like had an established rivalry in '99, they were booing you. Like the fuck did the Browns do to them? Like at that point, all they know is like, hey, the Browns, like that's a throwback jersey, right? Like as far as they knew.
Big six earlier to Wiggins. And he just has to dirt it. Absolutely no one open. Foreman got caught up in traffic
trying to run the screen. They sure were, and they read it perfectly.
So as they put Ken Dorsey in at quarterback.
Defense locked in. Nelly says, look, I'm just going to live to fight another day. Now they got a third ball. Talk about being behind the sticks. This is the team you don't want to be there.
Talk about using 9 seconds in 2 plays, Dan. You're talking about Ravens having plenty of time. Haven't even had to use the timeout yet.
And now these simulated pressures where you're walking people up in the line of scrimmage. Who's got who? And there you get a false start. That's all about. Let's get up in the line of scrimmage.
Offense in the 75. That's a 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Is that Joel?
So you're on the road. You're using a silent cadence. So the center and guard and everybody's trying to communicate when the quarterback kicks. And what you get is a lot of, oh my gosh, what's happening? But
He fell. He stumbled. He lost his balance.
it's defense. It's a lot for an offense and a quarterback to handle.
This Ravens defense, only about 20% blitz and a drop back. Sometimes, hey, just play the percentages. Just sit in there. Don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Van Noy coming off the edge into the face. They pressures after he gets it out. Really no chance.
All right, let's go for it.
Yeah, if you're Cleveland, I don't mind the Ravens not stopping it. Lamar Jackson and 2 timeouts is an eternity. And the big deal is if you're Cleveland here, letting that clock run all the way down, this ball should not get snapped before the 2-minute.
Yeah, let it run.
Second difference between the game clock and the play clock. Browns on the same page as you, Dan. I'll let it go down 2 minutes. So the Ravens, 1 score for the defense, 1 for the offense.
It's your boy Laser in Vegas. Had to change my name to throw off the cartel, but I got a place for you to stay in Vegas next year for your live stream. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, hit me up with the email about that.
Isaac Seumalo, Steelers quarterback.
Do the Browns even play in Vegas next year?
When the blitz is on, you need to protect your most valuable asset. That's why the NFL looks to Cisco Security, powered by AI, to protect their data from cyber.
Yeah, I know Miles meant with the front office about the future.
Soft smooth tear. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart plus an included Paramount Plus subscription to stream shows with lots of seasons and episodes. Plus, staying up lots of hours past your bedtime. Because you don't need sleep, you need answers. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
I like this music that they play. YouTube TV has this Zen mode. It's nice. Sounds like playing that Charlie Brown music. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all hear that? You hear that new Leangelo? Hey, that new Leangelo is fire, bro. It's fire. I'm about to play that shit on stream, bro. Like that shit is. It sounds like a Big Timer song. Like y'all remember Big Timers? Yeah, that new Leangelo sound like it's straight out of like Manny Fresh's vault. What's he called? G3? Tweaker?
This is a much better pump when he gets this up in the jet stream.
Damn. Hold. Here we go. It's coming back 10. It's coming back 10.
So affects the field position. We'll have to see if they can make something up. The
During the
final minute
return,
37.
holding, receiving team number 2. That's a 10-yard penalty.
Back at 30 seconds after word from Expedia.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna pick it up. Man, we need to get hype in the chat, man. 2 minutes left. We need to get hype. We need to get hype. We need to get hype in the chat.
Carry. Henry's really been controlled.
They're not even trying to score.
You're seeing this front set, Chris. I mean, they are right now. They are really dealing with this Ravens offensive line that's number 3 in the NFL in run block win rate, and they're huge up front. You see there when you can get Derrick Henry going sideline to sideline and not downhill. You really do.
Yeah, we shutting that down. We shutting that down. Derrick Henry, 7 yards? What? We shutting that down. Let's go.
26 carries so far. Never hit the century mark against the Ravens. So that'd be a typical Ravens elect.
They scared, bro. They scared, bro. They scared, bro. They scared, bro. They don't want to beat us. They don't want to. The Ravens are contemplating losing this game because they're afraid of what happens if the Browns get Abdul Carter or Mason Graham.
Explosive plays, but they want to get off the field with a very aggressive front.
They afraid. They afraid, bro.
Someone else has got to beat man coverage here.
Three receivers pushed off to the left. So Myles Garrett thinking sack here. Pocket closes down. Ball gets out quickly, and the catch is made for first.
They're going to throw that short shit. They ain't trying to go downfield.
Stop the clock. Timeout here. Remaining 50 seconds to go.
You see they had one-on-one. They sold out the bottom of the screen immediately. Mark Andrews against Mike Ford just runs a quick out. I mean, you can see it from up here in the TV booth. That's exactly where Lamar was going. That's his security blanket. Mark Andrews now starting to really pick it up here in the latter half of the season. Just an easy throw and catch, pick up the first.
That's a great job. You heard Lamar Jackson go flip, meaning the protection was set one way. He flips it to go to the other way, and then Derrick Henry did an outstanding job of stepping up in the A-gap between center and guard and taking on Grant Delpit to allow that throw to get off. Now the thing is, if you get a big chunk play, be ready to pop a timeout if you're the Baltimore Raven offense.
Jackson wanted to go down the field and escapes to try to create something. Still going. Tips another tackle. But incredibly exciting 14-yard run as he's finally trying to get past.
They got caught timeout.
He's literally walking back to the line. I mean, he told us last night, he said it's that craftiness of Lamar Jackson that is just so frustrating. Look at his face. No, forget the water. I don't need anything. I mean, he has it. He has his arms on him right here. Now, that's a nice job by Lamar of just running out of that arm tackle. But there, again, there's another broken tackle. Another one. He goes another one.
Ball carrier to quarterback, back to ball carrier, back to quarterback, and then back to ball carrier.
That's just so frustrating for a defense.
It's just switching up the ball. I mean, it's
Yeah, he's good.
He talked about his craftiness is just something that's just next level. So they used all
So the timeouts.
38 seconds if they try to.
It's gonna be hard for them to.
They don't have a timeout. Oh, he came close to breaking loose for his first explosive play.
The spike.
13 to near midfield, running at 23. Stop it at 18.
really good mechanics there by Baltimore, though. That's the only throw there for Lamar, and you're saying, hey, go make a play. Derrick Henry does. Everybody gets up to the line of scrimmage. You got to.
Well, everybody keep asking my thoughts on Cam Scatterbo. He's good.
Okay, you have plenty of time to run a play and then get another spike of the football off. So if you're Baltimore, you're thinking, can we find a 10, 12, 15-yard gain? The big thing is, once that ball gets complete, you're kind of giving yourself up, and everybody's got to be ready to sprint to the ball, get on it, and clock it.
Going this direction with the win, they need about 20 more yards. Justin Tucker has kicked a 56-yarder this year, a 66-yarder in his career, but it's challenging.
How do you let the sidelines come open, y'all? You cannot let the sideline be open.
Make sure he did get those toes in bounds.
Yep.
Is the ball secured though?
Yeah, it looks like he's got his hands underneath it.
Rule of cool, give it to him.
If you're trying to call a play, 12 seconds is close. Can you maybe get 8-10 yards and quickly get up to the line of scrimmage? Usually
It's gonna be a max protect deep ball, right? Like I imagine that's the only thing you can really do here.
And they need about 12 yards. This win that's bounced and complete down to 8.
It's probably the best outcome for you, right? Because if that would have been completed, you wouldn't even been able to get the 3 points off if you're the Ravens.
Focus on your foot to ball contact. And he said he tries to kick it as hard and as straight as possible. But then
Wait, are they not going to kick it?
That's really all you can do. Now, the direction he'd be kicking right now is definitely the windier side of the field, guys.
It's been a vintage season for the great kicker. He has missed 8 field goals, although he's been getting back into the form recent games. Browns moving way back.
Why we call timeout?
6 guys who are beyond.
Why did we call timeout?
Jim Schwartz saying, hey, look, nothing cheap, nothing easy. We just had a good.
Dude, it doesn't even matter. They get like 20 yards. You're not going to be able to spike the ball.
Playoffs, of course, kicking off next week. Broadcast scheduled Monday, January 13th, ESPN on ABC.
Someone said Scatterbo's giving Peyton Hillis vibes. That's just because he's white and big and breaks a lot of tackles. But like, Scatterbo's better in college than Peyton Hillis was. Peyton Hillis is like a third-string running back.
And the Steelers.
And like he can catch out the backfield. He can run routes. He's much different than Peyton Hillis. That's just the last time y'all remember seeing a dude that looked like him run.
10 seconds is hard to go get the first down and clock it.
It's a 4th down play. Trying to pick up 4 yards.
Rushing less than 4 is always a gimmick. Browns are in a gimmick defense right now. That's going back. That's going back. Is his clock set back to 10?
He's got Keaton Mitchell and Tylan Wallace moving. Look at, they both have to get set for about a 1 second. Yep. And you see as Wallace gets set, Mitchell keeps going. You would love for Lamar to say, Keaton, just stop. And then they would have been legal. It ruins an outstanding play call because that would have gotten them, with enough time, an opportunity to kick the football.
The purple convoy in front of him.
That was a great play call. The operation, the mechanics of it are what ruins it.
Now you've got a Hail Mary.
Rush 4.
Just 4 seconds. They choose to. Browns are going to bring pressure. And Jackson sneaks it over the middle, and Isaiah likely has the ball knocked loose by Rodney McLeod. And that incompletion will end.
But the Ravens are not playing a good game right now. They're playing like shit, to be honest with you.
There's offense to 7 points. The pick 6 by Wiggins begins scoring. And 14-3 is the lead. As the Ravens try to slam the door in the AFC North here.
That was nuts. Okay, all right. Somebody went too far. Said Scatterboo's McCaffrey 2.0. He's somewhere in between. But that's a little far.
Corner, whoa,
whoa. Yeah, I need to turn that into a clip.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause
It's a good song. I need to use the bathroom. I'm going to take my halftime break here. Well, let me see what Kevin's got to say.
Respect the Ravens offense. They're really great players, but our guys are playing hard. They're executing the game plan.
Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, one.
Derrick Henry so far just 4 yards. 14-3.
All right.
Here's the score here in chilly Baltimore. The All-State Halftime Report. Scott Van Pelt and team coming up next.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know, to check your school's saying first before saying it.
High tide. High tide, guys. High tide. High tide. High tide. High tide.
It's roll tide.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
This is the All-State Halftime.
Welcome to the All-State Halftime. As Chris Fowler said, and team, we got the whole squad. Marcus Spears, J.C. Kelsey, Ryan Clark, a.k.a.
Welcome to halftime, Swag.
Swag, happy to have you stick around.
It don't feel right.
It feels great.
Hey, we're going to get our money's worth. At the half, Baltimore with a 14-3 lead, but they got stopped in the red zone and plus territory a couple times. Don't get points out of it, and the Zay Flowers injury. On balance, how do you assess the half?
I'm sure they're disappointed with how the half is went, especially finishing some of those drives. But the most important thing is, what's the status of Zay Flowers, man? Like, this team is preparing. Obviously, the game means a lot to win the division.
Sure.
But the preparation for the playoffs, I'm sure, has started. So, ultimately, hopefully we can get some good news on him. And I think Baltimore will be fine. They need to finish this drive. Give Cleveland credit.
Yeah.
This defense has been playing well. They've been bowing their neck.
Absolutely. I mean, Baltimore's moved the ball pretty well. They've gotten some turnover on downs and some key situations. They're playing physical.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm from Cleveland. I rode and died with the Browns growing up. And I remember the Tim Couch, Kelly Holcomb switching mid-game. It's never good when you got a quarterback switching in and out mid-game. But this defense came to play. Jim Schwartz hasn't fired up.
Yeah, when you think about this defense, you watch a lot of these plays, and it's some Baltimore Ravens getting up off the ground slowly or not getting up
a lot
at all. And I think that's the mark of a team that's still playing, that's still competing, and you love to see it. But for the Baltimore Ravens, I don't believe you've played as well as you'd like to offensively. And as Marcus says, when you start to see some of your top players go down, like your number one receiver, Zay Flowers. For Coach John Harbaugh, that's a worst-case scenario.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a cliche of AFC North football, but it's cold, it's physical, and give Cleveland credit, as you said, Jason.
Yeah.
This is a team that showed up to compete. They did beat Baltimore early this year. They're hanging around. Baltimore, though, does have a 14-3 lead. There are 2 games today, the second of which, AFC North as well. Pittsburgh reeling a bit, Joe Burrow, and Cincinnati, you guys know the drill. They need the victory. They also need a bunch of help. That'll follow us as Baltimore has the lead at the half.
You're watching the All-State Halftime. All-State, you're in good hands.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam.
This game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom?
Fire!
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye. Let's go, beat it. So get Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Bro.
I'm Mary Bruce at ABC News headquarters in New York, and today the nation honors the life and legacy of former President Carter. The motorcade carrying his remains arrived at the Carter Presidential Center in Atlanta. Today, the first of many events honoring the former president. The ceremonies began in Americus, Georgia. The Carter family joined by members of his Secret Service detail. Members of the small community also gathering to pay their respects. Then an emotional scene at Carter's boyhood home. A bell rung 39 times to honor the 39th president. The motorcade then making the 4-hour journey through rural Georgia, giving people along the way the chance to catch a glimpse of the former president. Then a moment of silence at the Georgia State Capitol. President Carter will lie in repose in Atlanta until Tuesday morning. Then to the nation's capital, the state funeral on Thursday. Carter will be buried back in Plains, Georgia, beside his beloved wife, Rosalind. Stay with ABC News Live and abcnews.com for continuous updates. I'm Mary Bruce in New York. Now back to NFL coverage.
Welcome back to the All-State Halftime.
Pleasure to be joined here at halftime by one of the best players in the world in the game of golf and a driving force behind a new golf league you'll enjoy Tuesday night beginning in prime time, 9 Eastern time. TGL, it's Rory McIlroy. And Rory, there's a lot of layers to this, and there's a lot that people will enjoy beginning on Tuesday. What would you want folks to understand first about what they're going to see?
Yeah, Scott, thanks for having me on. I think the first thing that I would like to have people know is it's golf, but it's reimagined. Sort of trying to take golf into the 21st century. We have teams. Obviously, there's a lot of technology involved, trying to bring it into the digital era. A lot of things that we've taken from other sports, like a shot clock, a timeout, things that you don't see in regular golf. So, you know, trying to appeal to that, you know, that bigger sports audience out there.
I have not been on the property, but I've seen a ton of it. I'll be part of the broadcast covering this, and it's mind-boggling to look at. You're standing on the property from what you thought it might be, Rory, to what it is. How different is that?
Yeah, look, I've, you know, Tiger and I have been a part of this from day one, and, you know, whenever you see the concepts and the renderings, you're like, yeah, that looks really cool. But until it actually, you stand in here and you see what they've been able to do, I think the scale of the thing is the thing for me that blows my mind. Every time I step in here, I'm just blown away by the size of the screen, the fact that we're able to put something that looks like golf on a stage like this. It's really cool, and you know, we're obviously very excited about it within the game of golf, and you know, I think a lot of, you know, other people outside of the game are going to see this and hopefully get excited about it as well.
Yeah, there's so many layers and things to understand. You're hitting off grass. It's an amazing scope. The folks are going to see it and be blown away, and it's right on time. We got a massive snowstorm coming. People are going to be sitting at home freezing, thinking, I want to play golf. TGL is going to give them a chance to watch it from their couches as you all are down there in Florida. I look forward to being part of it, Rory. Happy New Year to you, and I look forward to seeing you in person. All the best with the new league.
And to you. Thank you.
Jackson to Andrews. Baltimore with a 14-3 lead. They get the ball coming out of the locker room. We'll see you when this one is done. Enjoy the second half.
Thank you for watching the All-State Halftime.
Bran flakes with frosting, huh? Look at you being all adventurous.
What took you so long?
There was a long line at the Thai place.
NASDAQ 100 Innovators, 1 ETF. Before investing, carefully read and consider fund investment objectives, risks, charges, expenses, and more in prospectus at Invesco.com.
This is not a drill. Subway dropped the price on all their subs. 20% off any sub, any size.
Subway did what? Any sub?
Yep. For a limited time, you get 20% off when you order it now. Hurry and get this deal before it's gone.
Don't want to make pancakes from scratch? We can take care of that. Lego with Eggo.
Process mining shows you how your processes run, finds value opportunities hiding in plain sight, and helps you act on them fast. Imagine what impact it could have on your business.
The world is on the brink of war. We need Captain America. On my mark.
You want me? Come and get me!
Good times, great food, real friends. The simple things in life. These are the moments that turn into our greatest memories. Carrabba's, time together.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show 'em who's the cheesiest?
I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach!
Cheez-It, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Rainix Acoustics wiper blades, delivering a whisper-quiet performance.
The thing about running an art business is that it's not just about art. It's about making people feel seen. I started Damo Ink at my kitchen table, and it's now something much more than just a table. Good thing, I partner with Walmart Business to bulk up on shipping supplies.
Early bird gets the worm. Late mom gets the waffle buckers.
Picture this. It's perfect out, but you're staying in. Because with the right furniture, this is the perfect way to spend the day. At American Signature Furniture, you don't have to picture it. You can experience it.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited. Tonight's first half highlights are presented by Target. He said he was going to tell King Henry happy birthday. Does it by knocking him down on the first play. Zappia looks. Oh, he threw a pick. Threw it right into the hands of Nate Wiggins. The rookie walks in for an early pick six. From the pocket, lofting for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown.
That's a perfect throw. It's history.
The best way to get more Target. 14-3 is the score. Ravens will get the football momentarily to begin the second half here in frosty Baltimore trying to clinch the AFC North. And welcome back. Chris Fowler, Lewis Riddick, Dan Orlovsky, Laura Rutledge on the field. Well, it's a gritty Cleveland team. We expected them to battle.
All right, y'all. We back. We back. We ready? We ready? We only 11 points down. And do we get the ball? I don't think we get the ball. I think the Ravens get the ball, right? I think the Ravens get the ball. Whoa. Yeah, the Ravens get the ball.
I think that's the big challenge for Baltimore is can they stay ahead of the sticks, stay ahead of the chains. That second and long, third and long has really hampered this offense. That one touchdown is all they accounted for, and it took a perfect throw by Lamar Jackson. They've got to build just some rhythm back in the second half.
That 3-game and 11-day span, 30 points in all three of
The
them.
kick. Abdul Carter and Kenneth Grant next year will be fun. Or if we can somehow work out a trade with the Giants to get Dexter Lawrence. Yeah, man. Yeah, we can get Dexter Lawrence. Amazing.
Defensive side, he said we're doing enough there, but the penalties have been a problem.
5 penalties for 41 yards. If they can secure this lead, playoffs will be 2 weeks away. So time for Flowers to try to get that knee recovered and ready. Information. Henry.
Oh, shit. All right. All right, y'all. All right. I got to bring my nuts out. I got to bring my nuts out. I got to bring my nuts out. We about to get ran on. Hold on. The nuts have come out. We got to do something. We got to stop the bleeding somehow. Can't have the last stream of the season. Keep my nuts in the bag. Let's bring the nuts out, y'all.
He's been able to get to the second level without being contested, and you see what the result can be.
There we go. There we go. Powered the nuts. Powered the nuts. Let's go.
Back to that last run, it's a little bit of what we talked about with Derrick Henry and the addition to this offense.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Got my cup of nuts. Let's go. Let's go, McGuire.
Another element of how this offense is a little bit more diverse than it has been in the past. I like the idea.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
Let's get him going. We can't
My sweet and spicy Cajun nuts. Damn, man. How much time did he have? Who's hurt?
Defender on the field here, touching his knee. That's
Please be okay.
had a knee injury earlier. That's the part that he is clutching right now. I mean, step aside.
Come on, man. We only down 11, y'all. Yeah, hopefully it's a stinger. Hopefully he walks off fine. He's been playing a great game so far. Hopefully it's not serious. Hopefully it's not serious.
No, the biggest game of the year isn't really about the game. It's about the snacks. At ESPN, we snack on Sundays like it's our job. Except Orlovsky. We've got some strange food takes, but that's okay. More snacks for us.
Through Ins, you can find personalized.
Someone said, save us that. Hey, I'm going to trust in the nuts, y'all. I'm not about to give up on the nuts because we got one injury. I'm going to trust in these nuts. Y'all better trust in these nuts. Okay? Cards coming out. That's not good.
Kind of an accident midfield where Mike Hall Jr. is down.
Oh, man. He keeps getting setbacks, and he's so good.
Trying to get back healthy.
Hopefully, they're just being overly precautious.
See him there just trying to stunt down inside, trying to get penetration.
Ah, he got.
Leg gets caught, his knee, right leg gets caught in an awkward position. You see it right here.
Yeah.
His side of his knee, his foot gets turned.
There's a lot going on in that play. We'll show you some other aspects of that pass protection for Jackson as we come back after this timeout.
Put an air cast on it. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Hopefully, just being over precautious, but he looks like he's in pretty considerable pain right now. Why are y'all arguing about Brock Purdy? I'm really eating these peanuts because I'm hungry. Okay.
Very last day of a rough season. Mike Hall Jr.'s injury, the latest, just decimated this Cleveland franchise. Support from the Ravens crowd as Hall has taken off. Talked about it in the open, eight starters for Cleveland down for this.
Yeah, that's tough because
he'll be fine.
Young guys. Lewis mentioned Jawan Briggs. Mike Hall is one of those guys that's shown some flashes, and they are, in the process present day, but very much so. Kevin
Browns don't play another game for another
trying to find somebody to go
9
along
months.
with Myles
Well,
Garrett for the future of this
7
defense.
months.
They trade away Zadarius Smith and Mike Hall Jr.
No,
was
9.
one of those
Yeah,
guys
9
that's
months.
Shown some moments of promise in the future, for the future.
Jeremiah, unfortunately, so that was a very damaging loss back to this defense. So 1st and 10. Henry starting to get loose a little bit. Picks up about 6 there. He sure is. And I'll tell you what, right now, anytime I see 42 in the game and they're in an eye backfield, if I'm one of the linebackers, I'm saying, look, he's taking us to Todd Monken and said, we're just going to get it right up. We're coming down at the good side. You hear that lot running back formation.
And to Lewis's point, it's kind of what we mentioned before, under center runs. That's not been an identity marker of this football team. Ricard is a fullback, is 300 pounds. He's a big-time matchup problem for defenses. You treat him as a back, a tight end, an extra offensive lineman. It's tough to match up against.
Now with a pistol, which Henry says he likes, gets loose, gets the edge, and flag is out.
I wonder if it's a face mask.
Inside the 15 by Gilbert. Scrimmage.
Offense number 72, that's a 10-yard penalty.
That on my boy? Nope.
Taking it at guard.
Just trying to get it.
Someone said pathetic effort by Mike Ford. What the fuck he's supposed to do? Tackle Derrick Henry one-on-one as a DB, bro? What? What are your expectations of him? Like, he got pushed. That's a strong tackle attempt. He wrapped him up. Like, that's just Derrick Henry, bro.
That's been part of their season, though. I mean, their offensive penalties have been one of the very, very few things that have slowed this offense.
2nd and 15. Jackson rolls out.
Damn, caught a hold. They gotta call the hold, bro. That's really good coverage by Grant. He just made a great play on the ball.
He swats at the ball instead of just stabbing at the ball. He tries to slap it down. To stick your arm out, you probably knock it out. What do I have to do? He's all over it. Exactly. That's twice. Exactly. That's twice. And tell him, we got to show everybody, look how early he throws that football before he's even looking back.
Did I play in high school? No, I have a heart condition. I couldn't be cleared to play football.
Again, that's how you slow Derrick Henry down. TFL's contacted behind the line of scrimmage, or at the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you have no shot. This young defensive line, no matter how decimated this team is, these guys are playing with some.
Yeah, Andrew's having a great year.
See what Baltimore does. They so often have tried to single up coverage. In the bunch. Guard comes across his motion. Jackson.
All right. Top 3 pick confirmed, baby.
His 31st of the season. And Bateman looked to be potentially injured early in this game. Big relief as he comes back in and catches Jackson's second touchdown today. These kind of zone coverage situations that are in the red zone, you've got to plaster as the route and as the play starts to extend. You just can't stand and stare at the quarterback. They totally lose Bateman in the middle of the field. And the lead is 18 early third quarter. Lamar Jackson.
Bailey Zapp legacy drive. Bailey Zapp legacy drive, baby. The Nuts did their job. Someone says Super Sim.
And this bitch start letting shit go. And I heard that she wanna show. Whoa.
Absorbing protein. Formulated for more.
It's a big world out there. Don't hold back. When you can see more, you can do more. With bird's eye vision technology from Smith, you can discover new lines.
It's almost like the second verse is not good on that song. Brother, that is a hype song. Don't nobody care about what them lyrics are. Browns got to get back to running the ball. Absolutely. I don't even think that song's copyrighted. Because, like, Leangelo is not signed to a major. That shit ain't copyrighted. I don't know why everybody keeps saying that. Is it? Let me see. You could tell in the notes of the song. But I don't think he signed to a major. He independent, right? Yeah, he's independent.
Nasty. Lamar Jackson not in the game, not as much at stake. Hey, he's got no complaints today. They gotta get it. Everybody's dry. It's a bunch here. We appreciate what they do. This is, of course, our end of the run. Unless you're in Australia, New Zealand, or cruise, maybe you're to the Super Bowl.
How about that? New Orleans.
18-point margin here.
Yep.
And the MVP chants very much echoing through the stadium. They're very much so direction at the booth right now. But man, you are mainly responsible. It's my problem.
I know hindsight is 2020, but y'all had Miles by 2018. So would you have drafted Lamar instead at the time, or do you still believe Baker has a better upside? Why are you acting like I still believe Baker has a better upside than Lamar Jackson? Good Lord. If you're looking for Lamar Jackson disrespect, you're not going to find it here. People who watch my channel regularly know I have a healthy amount of respect for what Lamar Jackson has done. I've made videos on this channel talking about how he should get his third MVP this year. You might be looking for somebody else, my guy. But I wasn't out here saying Baker Mayfield got a higher upside than Lamar in 2024. Are you fucking crazy?
Okay, so you see, Tyron Wallace is kind of sitting.
Like what?
Just curling back inside the corner.
Yeah, the Browns should have drafted Lamar, Josh Allen.
See, I mean, when a guy's just sitting there wide open, of course he's going to throw a touchdown pass. You're not helping yourself by just letting people run free.
Get fist bumping up in the booth. Lamar spinning away, just letting the crowd reaction confirm that it was an easy touchdown. They're feeling good.
Oh, but we coming back. 7 yards, baby. 30 short. Good Lord, man. The amount of injuries in this game.
Hamilton, the guy that shifted from nickel back to safety. And since week 11, this defense has been allowing 9 points per game less, a lot less passing yards. Initial impact on the hit there.
I would say Myles Garrett, obviously, very much so in the running for the Defensive Player of the Year. I think you've got to say Kyle Hamilton's name very much so in that as well, because we've talked about it. His move and the butterfly effect of what it has had on the defense. Those first 6-7 weeks, they were one of the worst defenses in the NFL. And now they have become one of the best defenses in the NFL. He's very much so saved their season from a defensive perspective.
I'll tell you what else is safe. It's the fact that, quite honestly, as brutal as it sounds, taking Marcus Williams and Eddie Jackson in the lineup, you just cannot count on people who cannot get lined up and play this defense and run plays.
Oh, did he drop that?
He's had that one in his hands, and he worked with Zappy before practice, after practice, trying to get some rhythm, chemistry down, but it's been really difficult today.
Yeah, he just drops it.
The 3, right in the middle of the chest.
Wiggins reaching his arm across, but no excuse for Purdue. He's had an elite season.
It's the downside. Jerry's a really good player. He's a little bit of a body catcher, often catches things with his chest. He allows the ball to get there, and the separation of the elbows force that problem.
Had a pretty good statistical year considering the quarterback carousel. 4 different guys throwing the ball to him.
Wonder if they're even going to send Lamar out now.
Chance to break it Ozzie Newsom's Cleveland record for a season, but not tracking that way so far.
He just dropped it. Super chat. The draft is exciting for the first time in years, but we haven't had first round picks since 2021. And now we might have the first pick. What a fucking comeback to the draft the Browns are having. The Browns came back to the draft in a big way. Whew. What y'all want to talk about, man? Y'all want to talk about the draft? What y'all want to talk about?
Really soft was that scrimmage fullback position in this part of the weak side of the room. This player of physicality, this throw here to Mark Andrews, something you've seen all season long. Yeah, he's going to step curve. He's going to throw and not even watch it be completed when you don't cover one of his most dangerous weapons in Rashad Bateman. And there you can see the drives here today. The last one being the TD, which really like here at the beginning of the second half. We got to get big on 22 going. We got to come off the ball, get him going downhill. Here you see again, hard in the backfield with Likely.
So this formation's been used, and Jackson tried
The defense.
Once again, it's dealt with coverage just overthrown.
What I love about this, though, is like that formation, you sit there and you think, okay, Parks in the backfield, Likely's in the backfield, Derek's they're in the pistol. Maybe they're going to try and run it again, but then they run play action. You just love that you see Todd Monken there on your screen. You just love that he's trying to marry these things up. Make people start thinking, you know what, we're just going to continue to pound you with the king, but then we're going to try and hit again. Mark Andrews on the second round, we saw Lamar was frustrated. He missed it.
Looking at 1 year with the Browns, 19 before he went down to Georgia, coordinated the Bulldogs offense for back-to-back national championships. Henry is a respect for the people.
Going to the ATL soon. Favorite restaurant? What do you like to eat? If you like wings, there's a lot of places to get wings in Atlanta. Yeah, let me know what you like to eat. Where you like to eat? And like, what are you a $1 star person, a $sign person, $2 person, $3 person, $4 person? Like, what kind of energy are you on?
Oh, again, cuts back. Getting more and more dangerous. It's tough for this Cleveland defense. Look,
Q, best NFL comp for Abdul Carter. I think most people are going to go to Micah Parsons because he wears number 11. I think his upside is like Von Miller, like a similar build to Von Miller. Von never was like a big hulking guy up top, but he was super bendy and super powerful in his lower body. I think Von is a better comp for him than somebody like a Micah Parsons.
Size that they can play with, the different schemes that they throw at you. The only way that
Someone said go to Hooters, bro. They don't listen to them. Go to Hooters. Zap's build with number 2 gives me Johnny Football flashbacks. See, the white face mask and the number 2 jersey reminds me more of Tim Couch. Soul food, Indian, barbecue. Let's go 3-star or higher. Want to treat the wife. Ooh, if you like Del Bar. Del Bar is a really nice place you could go. All the food like comes in these, it's big shareables that you get it in. So it's like a really nice restaurant. You get the super nice experience at Del Bar, but you're not going to pay like a crazy Atlanta bill. Like, cause you can easily order like 2 or 3 things off that entree menu and be straight. So Del Bar probably be a good place if you try to treat the wife out in Atlanta. That's where I would go. DEL Bar, Del Bar. They got one in Buckhead. Let's see what else. If you trying to, let's see, soul food. I mean, there's a lot of soul food places, but they're on the south side. I don't really know the south side that well. Let's see. Barbecue. Indian. There's a lot of good Indian places. I gotta ask my girl what the name of the one place is she goes to, but it's really good. Let me go ask her. Sushi's easy. If you want to spend money, there's a Nobu.
Defensive assistance lead. That's right.
I go to Nova across the street from the Target over there sometimes. It's straight.
But there's so much continuity. Mike Ford is the Brown who left the field at that last play. Some manipulation of protection here on first down. Jackson launches down the middle, hit as he throws a wobbly pass, falls way short.
Great rush by Cleveland because he's going to have a touchdown to Rashad Bateman. They changed the protection.
Whether we win or lose, there's still an opportunity to praise the Lord. Jameis Winston, win or lose, we booze. Johnny Manziel, thank you for Q for making the season watchable. Always appreciate you. Appreciate you, Akalon. Alex Church says you make being a UK Browns fan fun. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you, Alex.
Jim Schwartz said, hey, we're here to play. They're sending people after this quarterback. They're going to play it to the end. This guy's not falling off at all. Henry, little hole trying to leap through it, but then got met by Winston Reed, knocks him down after a 6-yard gain. That's a heck of a hit by Winston Reed. I mean, he came screaming and put his pads right on Derrick Henry. You see it here. It's a heck of a tackle. That's how you do it. Head across the bow, as they like to.
Thanks for consistently. This is from Harbinger X14, who says, thanks for consistently providing such entertaining and informational content day after day. You definitely help raise my football IQ. Appreciate you, man. Shit, Miles came out that bitch hard as fuck. That's got to be a flag, right? Nope. That's the DB one, right, DB? Lock down. Lock down. Cam Mitchell's having a nice day.
Cameron Mitchell didn't exactly help him get back up. That's good coverage on the part of Mitchell. The Browns defensive backs have been in good position all game long. They just have not been able to finish. Browns have been able to get 3 fourth-down stops already, trying for a 4th here. Play pocket 2. He didn't get the play. Don't know Harbaugh.
Prior to the ball being snapped, play game on the offense.
Mint Leaf is the Indian food place. Mint Leaf.
Still looking around. 0 on the clock. So Stout out trying to end the Browns deep. It's the kind of thing that doesn't matter in a game like this, but again, the next time they play a game, it's going to be here. It's going to be a playoff game. Those kinds of penalties, which have been a problem this year, you don't need them in the postseason.
Wait, what?
Cleveland, they'll take over backed up in Downey.
Jason Williams, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Q. Love the content. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Am I muted still? No, I'm not muted.
State of Miami, Texas, Ohio State, and Longhorns. Pretty consecutive positions.
All right. The comeback starts here, baby.
Change Bailey Zappi went through the pick six early, and it makes up. They really haven't since then.
Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Okay, Mr. Booty.
Picked up 16.
Let's go.
Defense, as you see, the Kyle Hamilton, their safety, is back out there on the field. He was evaluated for a relatively long period of time in the medical tent, but I'm told he's good to go. Also, earlier in the game, when it appeared he was injured and went off the field, I'm told that was an equipment malfunction.
Sigh of relief, been a theme here. Bateman, Flowers going down. He's not even getting started. And I said earlier, 2 weeks next week, format changes. The Chiefs get the first week off, so the Ravens back here, assuming they hold the lead in the playoffs next week.
Who I got, OSU or Texas? I got Ohio State. Only team I think is a real threat to Ohio State is Penn State. At least talent-wise. Maybe Texas can put one together. Because Texas isn't untalented. Just Ohio State, Penn State, they got all the talent right now.
Whether or not it's the Steelers or the Chargers. And
Uh-oh.
10th of the season.
This is a guy who they absolutely just love. He is just one of those freak athletes. As he coordinator Zach Moore, is that real? Yeah, it is real. I mean, the sky's the limit for this young man. And hitting together with David Ajambo behind Tavius Robinson, Kyle Van Noy, they have just got depth galore on the defensive side. They're getting healthy up front. Brett Urban healthy again. Michael Pierce, Travis Jones, and there you see Zach Moore on the screen. He's got. You think the offense has toys to work with? Their front seven has got some guys to work with.
Hey, that's a roughing.
Play game. Running offense. That's a 5-yard penalty.
Boo. Boo.
The interesting thing with this defense and him, in comparison to last year's defense, it was easy. They dominated everybody.
Yeah.
This year, there's been some adversity, and I think him kind of hanging in there and not blinking impacted the players.
And he said, look, John Harbaugh will continue to encourage him all year long, continue to coach him along as far as how to get the best out of these guys. The movement they had in the secondary was the key.
Oh, Jerry, bro.
He was thankful for that adversity. That really showed the world who we are as a defense. He feels a strong threat in going through some of that stuff.
Yeah, they're battle tested. I think Harbaugh speaks the same way.
Ooh.
Just an outstanding.
Nah, he just got crunched really hard. He got crunched really hard, and that ball wasn't that accurate. There was no shot he was going to bring that one in, man. No shot. Dude, am I going to have a draft watch party? Of course. Of course. I've done draft watch parties the last, 3 years?
That shows character into the
Shut up. Targeted 5 times, looking for his first catch. He's going to hit him a couple of times. Rolling around and then picked up by Steven Sims. Michael Vick always had that title of the greatest winning quarterback ever, and he made some of the most electric plays in the history of this league. His record stood until this season. Lamar Jackson passed it from last year, and then for last week, I should say, and then weaving around. And what do you think? Greatest running quarterback ever? Too? Can you pick?
Both. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to not say Lamar because he obviously has the number record. But Michael Vick was the guy that kind of paved the way for a Lamar Jackson to play that position, the style, the way that he does.
Lamar very aware as a young guy growing up when the quarterback things sort of changed the way the position was viewed.
Want to say sober every time the Browns get a first down, you take a shot. Oh, that's a fumble. All right, I'll take the incompletion. All right, Nat, is that Bookie?
See him come here from behind as the ball's getting ripped out. I mean, that right there, it's just indicative of how Jim Schwartz has had this defense playing the entire night. You see they're trying to get this ball.
It's the first time all season I've said that, but good play, Watson. Y'all, clap it up for Watson. Good shit, Watson. Good year, bad year, back to good. It's good. It's what we do. It feels like it.
Thomas makes the play.
You know who we haven't heard?
Everybody clap it up for Watson, man. What a play by Watson.
He's had a few one-on-ones, been kind of locking in on him a few times where he's really been battling Ronnie Stanley, a guy who he says, look, I know Ronnie. Ronnie knows me. He's moved around a little bit, but he's rushed primarily from the right defensive end. And him and Ronnie Stanley, it's been a big boy back.
Jackson pressured in third and long and has to fire the ball in the middle. Not really a receiver in the area. Karanko is closing in on the quarterback.
Lamar's getting ticked off.
Well, I'll go back to it. I've talked on it a couple times tonight. As awesome as this offense is, they play second and long. They're a completely different offense. And so that's got to be a big focus point for Todd Monken, for Lamar, for this unit. And Cleveland's, again, quick outcome defense, they want to play downhill. But they're going to have to really focus going into the playoffs of staying ahead of the chain.
Does that mean being less predictable on first down?
You know what's interesting about that you just said, though? Derrick Henry still only has 13 carries. Like, but they continue to feed him. And I mean, what is his average per carry on first down?
Overall, it's 5.5. It's been limited except for a couple really chunk plays.
Because second and 10s, you know, he comes off the field because it becomes a pass down.
Think of these matchups. Obviously, the Harbaugh Bowl won by John on the road against Jim's Chargers earlier. Steelers, they split the two meetings. Won by 17 here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the Chargers are a tough matchup because they don't beat themselves. Now, they're not very explosive on offense, so I think going against Baltimore's defense, advantage Baltimore's defense. But I think the Chargers defense can do a decent enough job of keeping them in the football game.
The defenses are like mirror images of one another.
Correct.
Play fake, and they do finally get a catch for Jerry Jeudy. A high percentage pitch with a crosser, and he picks up about.
Yeah, they're just going to get Judy involved heavily here.
The Steelers are interesting because the Steelers, in many ways, kind of force Lamar to play a style of football that's not like him. You know, he gets a little bit, I want to say, trying to prove a point. He won't take off as much. He tries to hang in the pocket a little bit more. And Lamar plays free and carefree as a young man in the playground or whatnot. That's when he's at his best. For some reason, he doesn't do it all the time against Pittsburgh.
Lowest point total of the season for the Ravens, 16 on the board, and that loss to Pittsburgh earlier. T drop, shit, throw, complete. Base, well covered there, and BK was closing in.
Another one of those drafted Pro Bowlers that this team has had. And they've
Badabuke.
BK and David, you haven't called very much tonight as well. But
Yeah, the Ravens have a marching band.
So many guys. The alignment here between the front office and the coaching staff, they just know how to build Now here on third down, they don't blitz a lot. On dropbacks, they just really rely on their front foot to rush the passer. They got all of their steppings on the field.
Yeah, no surprise. It's been a nightmare for Zappy. Left right on third down. They drop guys into coverage, rush only four. Zappy, plenty of time to look around. And
Got him.
Gets to Judy. And Judy dancing around, and they move the 6 to the 44.
There you go.
This is just a phenomenal job by Cleveland up front. Baltimore walks up so many guys up the line of scrimmage, drop out, and they're trying to get big game. It's a great pass off. Bailey Zappi hanging in the pocket, Judy uncovering, and again, conversion for an offense. It's a really good job of just passing off protection. Judy finding some space.
That's a nice jump by Bailey Zappi.
Good job on the scramble drill by Judy. He's gotten much better at that this year.
Bailey Zappi playing great field vision.
So there's something the Browns are doing that's telling the run pretty easily. Every time they run the ball, you can just see one of the Ravens linebackers automatically check to the line of scrimmage.
They have 38 Pro Bowlers since 1996 that have been drafted alone.
There's some kind of tell in there.
To get these guys into this system, and that comes with having, as you see G-America Cost on the screen, that comes with having 2 GMs in franchise history and 2 head coaches. That's it.
As you knew some good name.
That's right.
Here you go. They're going to call it a push off.
Offensive pass interference. Throwing by. He did push.
Pass interference on the offense from Murray. That's a 10-yard penalty. The weird thing is, I don't think he has to. You know, you're pushing vertical as a receiver. Stevens is running. His natural momentum is just going to.
They usually don't call that.
Chicken him with your elbow instead of that shove. He's going to be fine.
That's usually don't call that, but he didn't get 2 feet in.
Guys get called for pass interference because you guys don't get called for anything. But that right there, I mean, that wasn't a whole lot.
Lost his penalty.
I don't think that's a penalty right there.
Final minute of the third quarter. And Koeman was the featured back.
Put our 4s in chat, y'all.
Quiet afternoon.
One more quarter, baby. One more quarter and it's over, y'all. One more quarter and this season is over. One more quarter and this season is over.
String of possessions without a touchdown to continue into the final quarter.
Okay. One more quarter and this season is over, y'all. We are almost out the woods.
Baltimore.
We are almost out the woods, y'all. Put them 4s in chat. I need the 4s in chat. Fourth quarter. Let's go. Let's go. 15 minutes for the rest of the season. 15 minutes for the rest of the season. We are almost done. Hey, come on. Turn it up, chat. Turn it up, chat. Oh, it's almost over. It's almost over. Oh, yeah, let's go, chat. Let's turn it up, chat. Let's go. Let's go. 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We done did our time. We done rocked through the bad. Look, we done watched all of these games. Hoping they can win most of them. But look, we down 21-3 in the fourth quarter. We got 15 minutes to go. Let's end this month in season, dog. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Next year's our best year. Let's get it. Let's get it. 4 more minutes, y'all. 4 more quarters. Well, 1 more quarter. Let's go. I'm going to put my nuts away. Y'all behave. You think we can still make the playoffs if we get the comeback started? It says Ray Rags. No. Alex Church, plenty of content for me in the offseason. Absolutely. 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 Let's go, Zap. Oh, come on. Free play. Free play. Free play. Free play.
For a second earlier, going to get 1.5 more for another $250,000.
Let's go. Let's go. 15 more minutes.
5 yards.
Let's go.
$250,000. Just for putting a quarterback on the ground. Are you kidding me? I'm happy for that guy. That guy's become a phenomenal player. He's their best pass rusher. He's had a phenomenal career for a guy that early on was told you're not good enough. He's proven he absolutely is.
You said you were the Lions. They labeled him a bust.
Yeah, they just couldn't find. They couldn't figure out what he was good at and shipped him off. And to his credit, he kept persevering.
He delivers across the middle. Did he get it too early? Yeah.
There we go. 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 They can't guard him. They got to grab him. Yeah, it's early as fuck.
Drives hard on it. Everything's good except that last third of the down. But getting back to Kyle Van Noy, Zach Moore said the same thing again, the same thing that Kyle Hamilton has done in the back end. That's exactly what Kyle Van Noy does for the front seven. He is the one everyone listens to. Make sure everybody's on the same page. Just happy for him.
Judy.
Get the block. Yeah. Yeah. Browns MVP Quincy Carrier. Keep smiling, mate. Hey, I do what I do. I do what I do. I do what I do. Appreciate you, Alex. Let's go. Let's go. We in the red zone almost.
Judy is a problem. It's a shame that he's had to deal with all the different changes at the quarterback position.
Jerry Judy will look immaculate with Kirk Cousins. I don't know.
Chance here for the Browns single season reception record. We short of he used to get twice.
Jamari! Oh, he dropped it! What? Wait, is that going to stand? I don't know if that's going to stand. 1, 2. No, he crossed the plane. He crossed the plane. Yeah, the ball was over. The ball was over. Yeah, that's a touchdown. Jamari Thrash, baby! Jamari Thrash! That's a touchdown! Let's go! Let's go!
That's the interesting thing for me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's inside the pylon. It's a touchdown.
The ruling on the field of the touchdown is under further review.
That's a touchdown.
A couple of things to look at here. Where the ball crossed. Did it get across the plane?
It's 3 steps. That's the ball across the plane. And that might be the weirdest first touchdown of a wide receiver's NFL career. It doesn't feel like a catch because what we're thinking about is, oh, if you go to the ground in the end zone, you got to finish the catch with the ball. But if you're if you're standing and the ball gets knocked out your hand and they've already ruled that you passed the goal line, it doesn't matter if the ball comes out. No, I don't think he fumbled. That wasn't out before he crossed the pylon. If it was out before he crossed the pylon, it's a touchback. But I don't think it was. I think he crossed. It's 2 steps to be in, 2 feet to be in, or 2 body parts. But I think they're going to say it's either going to be, we'll see. Because I don't know how they can rule it not a catch. Maybe they can say it's an incomplete pass because he never made a football move. Yeah, that would be his first touchdown if it stands. I think it will. We'll see. We will see in just a minute. Yeah, it's definitely not a touchback. I don't see how you can rule that a touchback. He didn't fumble until he crossed the plane. Either it's an incompletion or it's a touchdown. And the only reason it'd be an incompletion is because they're going to say he didn't establish himself. But I think he did. They ruled it incomplete.
In reverse, let's see that Brandon Stevens ripped the ball out of Thrash's arms right there before he could get that foot down, which would have made it a moot point, and before it crossed the plane. Great effort by Stevens.
Absolutely, to not give up on the play. He clearly has been someone that's been targeted by the Browns here today, just as he has been for the better part of the season. That's just a nice job of having some awareness, having good vision on the football. That's a great play.
That's a fumble. What? No, I don't know how they reverse that. So he gets 1 down. That's 2 down. And then the third.
Cleveland's offense just trying to find a way to score a touchdown.
They had one there.
But yet, if you're Ken Dorsey, come back to Brandon Stevens.
2nd and 10. Pressure ball out quickly, and the catch is made by Elijah Moore, and right back at Stevens.
They definitely.
All right, 3rd and 6.
The edge, little nickel fire. Kyle Hamilton coming downhill.
I guess they're saying it was an incomplete pass because he didn't establish. I don't know. That sounds stupid.
Can dial up these simulated pressures. We'll get multiple people up in the line of scrimmage. Remember, on the road, silent count. You got to communicate who's got who.
Tight end Akins is in the backfield to the right. Zampi is a blocker. Quickly.
Hey, good shit.
Time it's in front of Tredarius White. It's a first down.
And that's why you put those tight ends in the backfield, extra bodies to make sure you shorten the protection. And then Elijah Moore just up the line of scrimmage, he widens to get that defense in.
Yeah, the football move is that he tucked the ball, though. He tucked the ball.
That's a nice throw by Bailey Zapp.
Right on his chest.
Nice throw. Good velocity, great location.
Took a long time. He's up for 100 passing yards now. His first start in about a calendar year. 10th play of this drive. Zampi looking for the end zone for Judy. And they were trying to pick on Stevens, but Tom Judy never worked his way in position to play.
If you're Bailey Zapp, what you want to do is take some air off that ball and allow Jerry Judy to go and make a contested catch. Stevens has got his back to you. Just throw it to his back helmet and see if he can go make a play. I don't think that's PI right there. I think both those guys are just contesting downfield.
Yeah, I might defer to the offensive player there because Brandon Stevens not holding his jersey. And you can see that's off his shirt. Jerry was complaining.
Handoff. Heavy traffic.
All right, 3rd and 10.
Slams him down.
His front, just so strong up front. I mean, they've got ideal body types for across the board. Across the board. Look at their defensive tackles. They're like absolute just tree stumps inside. Then they got the ranging guys on the perimeter. Fast, physical guys at linebacker. Multi-dimensional players in the secondary. They're going to rush for you to play coverage in the back end. That's what they do. They're not a heavy blitzing team.
He's in coverage. He's in coverage. Touchdown. Get it the hard way. Yeah. Yeah. Sweat. Sweat, Baltimore. Let's go. Make these last 15 minutes a fun one.
It's a really good job by Akins. Does he cross? That's a phenomenal job of utilizing motion to gather information, create leverage, and then there it is again, going after Brandon Stevens.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's an early fourth quarter, but Cleveland puts together a 12-play, 72-yard drive. Took about 6.5 minutes to cut this to an 11-point game. So Hopkins can knock through the conversion. So Cleveland hanging around the offensive stars in the game.
When did DTR throw his one passing touchdown? That wasn't this year, right? I don't think Zappy or DTR is coming back next year, man.
La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer. Double action for double repair and healthy looking skin.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities all around you. At Capella University, you'll learn in-demand business skills relevant to the career you want.
Because stuff happens. Join AAA today.
The Browns' goal in this game should be like have everybody be nervous about the Ravens going into the playoffs and make them deal with that. Not saying the blocking has been good for him, but the running backs are so indecisive from running. Yeah, I think that's on Deuce Staley. I think he's going to be let go too after this season. I mean, the thing I'm seeing now is like, yeah, DTR was just that bad. Like, you had a question like, is the offense broken or is it just DTR? And I'm like, no, it's just DTR. Because like the offense isn't great right now. And I'm not like bring back Bailey Zapp or anything, but I'm like, it's clearly not broken.
You're going to see everybody on Baltimore's defense playing that outside leverage besides outside
It's a great half-field read.
No, Hamilton's in the middle of the field. Yeah, not allow that corner up.
Yeah, he's got intermediate help inside. So any kind of wide stick, any kind of wide intermediate cross, the safety's going to sit there helping. You just take away the 7 routes, the corners, the sticks on the outside. Anything after you just take it away. Just park your rear end out there and sit there. That's just, you're getting beat. You're not playing to your help right there. When you do those kind of things, those are the kind of things that'll get you set on the bench. Yeah. Because as an offense, when you're going into the playoffs and from the Chargers with Justin Herbert,
Took a look on the internet, saw an SI article predicting a Myles Garrett trade. I'm just like, stop. Even Ricky Williams trade would not be worth it. Yeah, I mean, they're not trading Myles Garrett.
I could throw in football.
Like, does a player who wants to get traded play in week 18 of a meaningless football game? Answer me that question, right? Myles Garrett's still out there playing, because he wants to be here.
Just a great demeanor about it. Doesn't have the the elite all-world arm strength and just natural talent in terms of being able to make throws in all kinds of other conditions. He's diligent.
They're excited about that. They're expecting their first child. That's right. How about that? Yeah. They had this brother. They're hot somewhere.
Oh, it's snowing in Pittsburgh. It's gonna be a fun watch.
Yeah. Joe Burrow, check him out against the Steelers. Good up next. Your feel of that game. This team has momentum.
Let's lock in, baby. Hey, Myles Garrett, it's time to go hunting. It's time to go hunting, Myles Garrett.
Now that can get into that. Oh my gosh, you drag your team to the playoffs. It's super.
Jackson 0 for his last 5 throwing the ball. Henry gets hit immediately there, driven down Nathaniel Watson and others.
We obviously mentioned a little bit of the MVP tonight. Lamar having a remarkable season, and it's hard to think, well, how does Lamar Jackson not win MVP? And then you've got Josh Allen, what he's accomplished up in Buffalo. This team's got 9 Pro Bowlers. Buffalo's got 2, and then we just showed Joe Burrow keeping Cincinnati alive.
QB1 Cousins, QB2 Draft, QB3 Zap. I probably would do Cousins, trade for Kyle Trask, compete those 2, and have QB3 be whoever you draft in the late 3rd, 4th, or 5th. Oh, Miles almost got it. All right, Sam. Why is Lamar still playing? They're only up by 11.
Because Baltimore has one of the most dominant offensive lines, one of the most dominant pieces. They've got a back that's going to go for 1,800 plus yards. Josh Allen, while they have a good offense, he's done a lot of the damage in a jaw-dropping fashion.
How about I just throw a name in here just for the sake of this mixing it all? How about we talk about the quarterback most valuable to the offense? That youngster down the road there in Washington.
No doubt.
How about that? Pro Bowl, rookie year.
Rookie of the year.
No, so yeah, I think he's got that soon. On the move on 3rd down. Looks like Brooks Baker's got it. He's got some space. Too big and diving to the Browns 45.
Speaking of the MVP caliber play, I mean, that's...
They're like triple teaming Miles every time he's out there. Look at this shit, bro.
And it's executed perfectly by your defense, and then somehow Lamar gets outside.
And then they run away anytime they feel like Miles is coming.
It's just so nice to see Rashad Bateman healthy. Yes, running with the ball after the...
Kirk Cousins would absolutely come to Cleveland. Like, he played in Minnesota. What are you talking about? You think the city of Cleveland, like he's too good for the city of Cleveland? He played in Minnesota.
Yes, and I tell you, the defense, Cam Thomas, number 99, is showing up as well. Dude, there was a great picture of what it looks like for Derrick Henry to stop his feet. When he stops his feet, totally neutralize him. That was a great example.
Miles saying no rebuild, plus the article about how players trust Kevin makes me feel confident he'll stay as long as the head coach does. We may not get a QB in the top 25, but I believe we can build an elite defense again. I think that's the way to go. I appreciate the super chat too, by the way, Rex. But yeah, I agree with you.
7 touchdown. Sure of that today. Bateman is just turned loose again and knocked out of bounds. 26-yard line.
This is a phenomenal run by Rashad Bateman. His health is such an impact this year. Watch how he pushes, seams inside, sends that defender, and slips.
Ooh, Mike Ford is ass at corner, man. Like top 5, one of the worst corners I've ever seen.
Staring in at Lamar because he knows that the cheat code is about to break contain and get out on the edge. So he's looking at him going, oh boy, what's he doing? Just keep your eyes on your work. Rashad Bateman's too good for you to be looking at Lamar and being able to cover Rashad Bateman.
Zay Flowers just the run catch before leaving the game with a knee injury. It's been Bateman at the tight ends tonight.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I knew it was a problem when there was just little Cam Mitchell out there on the edge with him.
85 right now. Watch. Tyler Wallace and then Ronnie Stanley. Wallace down to get Rodney McLeod. McLeod and then Ronnie Stanley pins. And Derrick Henry, who as you mentioned, getting those shoulders and his body momentum
That's a big dude, man.
Can't be recognized in instant. False start for the snap. Derek, I said you're 31. He said, wait a second. This was a day and a half before his birthday. We did this. You went to hold on to every hour of that before turning 31. It's the second most rush yards by a running back over 30 years old ever. Tiki Barber, 05, had 1,860-yard season. Henry's second most after that.
I think the most impressive thing is he's 2.5 yards almost after contact. So while 31 years old, it's not like when bodies are hitting him, he's a lesser player.
First and 15. They find Ricard. There's the play action. Right now, Ricard in the backfield now. Just make it look like it's going to be some kind of lead. And then he just sneaks into the backfield. And it's just perfect. I mean, that's just great play calling on the part of Ricard. You're just going to see him here just sneak out into the flat. It's just perfect. You see everybody starting to trigger down. They just pull the ball. Derrick Henry able to get the pocket with the ball. To look at, because he had not been a receiver rush here since that time. But it's just great. It's just a nice job of Todd Monken marrying it all. He's blocking on the edge. It's what you expect the big fella to do to pave the way.
All right, cool.
We think it's run when they put him in the backfield, but then they just threw it. Now they put him back in the backfield again. Now they do run. Multiplicity of this offense, diversity of this offense.
This offensive line is.
He said he's never seen anyone who makes.
This offensive line is.
He said he's never seen anyone who makes the game look so easy. But he was so serious.
All right, streams back. Yeah.
15 rushing touchdowns, becomes the first player in NFL history to have 3 seasons with at least 1,500 rush yards.
We back, chat. 6 minutes.
Too much of Jackson and Henry, way too much for this Browns defense, which is a battle, been pretty, but just too many options, too many weapons. And again, as we said, Zay Flowers, their top receiver, really hasn't been in effect today. So he can bounce back and be ready for next week's playoff game here. O'Shea knocked down across the 30. Yeah, we're talking about historic things that Jackson's done, Henry's done, and a collective of this offense has done.
Yeah, it's amazing we keep using those same words that we've heard NFL history with 3 comparative seasons. 1,500 records and 15 TDs. I mean, that's just the longevity, the consistency. Just look at those rushing totals right there. You know he's a marksman. You know he's a marksman. You know he thrives at. This continues to produce.
Talked about.
All right, Zach, man.
Mentor Sean Alexander.
Hey, Kabuti might have something, bro.
It's always interesting to hear coaches talk about a guy that's new to their team, who's had a accomplishment. You talked to John Harbaugh and mentioned that he always envisioned of a Raven, and the thought process, not what he maybe can't do, but everything that he could do. I guess the word that he kept saying always. He's always working. He's always trying to get better.
She want to go home, bro.
Longevity of his career. I mean, I think that he's probably the guy that you sit here and go, all right, how is this offense really different from last year? How is it actually going to be better and more dangerous in the playoffs? They didn't have a guy like Derrick Henry. Now they're going to have to hand it to him at some point in the playoffs when they have to, and not try to outthink so many defenses. But that's the real change that makes you think differently about the offense heading into the playoffs.
Ready to go? Sammy hangs in the pocket and trying to find Aikens with a frequent target.
That would have been cool if completed.
So we began talking about Super Bowl or bust, an exclusive club of teams that that have that as their mindset coming into this season. Obviously, today wasn't going to prove a whole lot. You had to take care of business, but what do you think going forward? Chargers or Steelers come in here?
Well, I think it's all about, like, for Baltimore, it's all in their head. It's all about keeping the main thing the main thing. Just don't forget your DNA, who you are. Don't try to overthink it. Don't try to put a whole bunch of new stuff in. Don't try to break all kinds of tendencies. You got here for a reason.
Their DNA has been suffocating defense for much of the season. That wasn't in evidence. You think this defense
Is it 4th and 4?
We said in the open, I think they're peaking at just the right time. They're playing true to who they ideally wanted to be. They just had too many mistakes in the back end, too many communication errors. But as Miles Garrett pointed out to us last night, as you see Zach Moore there on your screen, he said, really, it's just about when they get in those biggest moments, are they going to tighten up and not play to their regular character that they saw all season long? That's what's wrong. This team has hurt themselves more than anybody else really exposed.
Ravens trying to get a 4th down stop. Is that big? Let's look it up. Coming across to make the play was Chris Moore, who wanted a pick, but he satisfied with the 4th down stop, and the Ravens will take over near midfield with 4.5 to play.
That's a nice job by Chris Ford on offside break. That's most Miami's position as a linebacker. You're going to see Ford. I think he's standing right here. Just watch him drop, keeping his eyes on Bailey Zappi. You see, he sees
Late. He threw it late.
get a nice break on it. Get 2 hands on that ball, you're probably sprinting down the sideline maybe for a pick 6.
Go back to your question. I think there's 3 teams in the AFC that are in their own tier: Kansas City, Buffalo, and Baltimore. I would expect the AFC representative to come from that group. If Baltimore shows up and plays their game, they're plenty capable of getting to the Super Bowl.
Did he fumble?
Chiefs, and that's a memory for Ravens fans. Of course, the playoff last year, tight game, but Pacheco was KC up by a touchdown. They would not give up the lead. Ravens driving in the 4th quarter. That was a crushing play. Flowers fumbled at the 1, and the Chiefs hold on and going to appear in their 4th Super Bowl in 5 years and win it, of course.
And don't forget, though, there was only 6 called runs in that game. That was the constantly behind the sticks game, and that's kind of what Lewis and I are talking about, right? Trying not to become something or somebody that you're not, and making sure that you play the game on your terms from an offensive perspective.
I can tell you one team, that team that you just saw on the screen going against Baltimore last year, that doesn't tighten up in the biggest moments, that team knows how to play when all the chips are on the line. And number 15, that quarterback who didn't make the Pro Bowl this year, yeah, I think he's going to have a point.
Whoa. Pat Mahomes ain't make the Pro Bowl? Who made what? Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. I guess, yeah, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Yeah, I guess it's tough. Only 3 spots, right? Oh yeah, he gone. Yeah. I don't know if point differential helps, but yeah, we top 3 pick, y'all. We got it. I wouldn't say Mahomes had a down year. He hasn't been bad this year. I think last year was more of a down year for Pat than this year. Let's look at Pat's numbers. Yeah, Pat got 26 and 11. I mean, we trying to give Josh Allen the MVP for like, what, 30? 33 and 11? Yeah. Yeah, Pat ain't been bad this year. Did the Ravens cover? Yeah, it's what, plus 25 right now. That's the point difference. Yeah, 4,000 yards, 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. It's not a down year. It's not like a crazy year for Pat, but it's not a down year. With the 15-1 record.
Put your hands on him by the time he hits the second level, 2 yards past the line of scrimmage, 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. And go.
Chris, you said 8 yards and a half?
Yeah.
He's got 130 in the second half.
Yes, he does. There you go. Didn't have anything approaching explosive over the first half. He got that going in the third quarter, a couple of 20-plus yard runs, and then takes that one from 43 to the house.
I think that's why this team is so difficult. Lamar's had some moments tonight that were great, please, but he's 16 to 32 for 250. It's not an unbelievable performance, yet they have 35 on the board and a back that went for a $30 in the second half. The just nightmare that it is to handle everything in this offense.
Well, it's even more of a nightmare for the
Jesus, Lamar got 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
in his head. There's just not much you can do. Too many guys can, as Davis tries to make some return here.
Uh-oh.
The Jim Brown, that's pretty high phrase here. It's just amazing when Derek gets a head of steam going. Again, he cleared that second leg. Now he's tied with
Hey, get him out of here. We got to get you out of here, bro. That was out of pocket.
Judy's got very involved after halftime, and he's loose in the sidelines and galloping deep into Ravens territory.
We're not about to ever wish injury on the player. You just wished injury on Derrick Henry. That's crazy.
25 at the moment.
That's something Judy doesn't necessarily do a ton. And I would say for Cleveland, and how do you address some of the things in the future? You need a guy that does exactly that, though. They need on this offense to get a yards after the catch guy. Jerry Judy's a good one-on-one guy. He's a separator. They need to find.
That's crazy to like say that about Jerry Jeudy, that he's not a yards after the catch guy after he just got like 40 yards after the catch.
That catch does give Judy.
Yeah, timeout. Come on.
90th of the season. Ozzie Newsome did it a couple times. Well, that the Browns. Zappy.
Oh shit!
Both knees too, not just one.
Hey.
From Sanford, is 365 conservative? Oh my goodness, you're gonna see it when he's right here in the middle.
That dog, most hilarious touchdown I've ever heard.
I'm just gonna sit it down. I'm gonna sit it down right here. It's the record for the longest pick six by a 350 plus pounder. That's too good right there. Oh, the sideline reaction's even better. Oh man, that's so good.
All right. Oh shit, bro. Bro, what?
Derrick Henry can think about the playoffs.
Oh shit, dog. Dog, what?
Sanford. That is so good.
What?
He's like, I know what my Frank did. I know what I can do.
Oh, new quarterback room next year, man. Entirely new quarterback room. Oh, he just threw an interception to fucking big ass Michael Pierce. Like, there's so many questions I got. Why is Michael Pierce in coverage? Like, why is Michael Pierce in coverage? Why did you throw it to the biggest motherfucker on the field? And why he slide? He got that interception. It's like, I am not about to tempt fate, bro. I am not about to tempt fate. That shit is hilarious. That shit is hilarious, bro. I can't even be upset at this point, bro. Like, that is the best way to seal up a top 3 pick of all time. Can't make this shit up. Absolutely cannot, man. Absolutely cannot. It's a shame Jameis didn't throw that interception. Oh my gosh, bro. That shit is hilarious. Hey, man. Kneel this thing out. Let's go home, baby. Let's end this shit. Let's end this shit, baby. Let's end this shit.
Up next, back half of AFC North doubleheader. Baltimore win takes the division out of play for Russell Wilson and the Steelers. Bengals trying to forge their own unlikely path into the playoffs.
Oh my gosh.
What Pittsburgh does now. You know,
So it said based on the announcers of this game, you think the Ravens are the only ones playing? Hey, buddy, because they are the only ones playing. Like, what do you mean? There's a lot of times to be upset because your team is not getting coverage. This is not one of them. This is absolutely not one of them.
You know, Myles Garrett was one of the ones that said, listen, I'm not about a rebuild. I'm about that. I want to go win. And he's very loyal to this team that drafted him. But at some point, you got to do what's best for yourself. And there's been some talk about maybe getting some value for him, trading him to a contending team.
Yeah, I think he's warranted those conversations with Kevin Stefanski. And
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I think he's a phenomenal coach. They got to bring in major competition at the quarterback position. Deshaun Watson will still be there, but we're going to look at a player like a Russell Wilson or Kirk Cousins if a Derek Carr becomes available. I'd also say looking at drafting somebody in one of those first probably 2 rounds.
Is that Louis Riddick talking? Is that Louis Riddick or Dan Orlovsky? Because I need to know so that they never are in charge of the Browns, bro. I put the nuts away. Put the nuts away. 60 seconds, boys. 60 seconds. Doesn't matter, says bro. This is the cherry on top. Good big boy. Yeah, look, I'm never going to be mad at a fat guy interception.
They're playing once again, back in 1999.
Yeah, bro. Dan tripping. It don't take much for Dan to fall in love with the quarterback, bro. Dan was in love with, like, DTR.
James, I want to talk about what's next. Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, and the Ravens will point toward the playoff next weekend right here. Hoping that it's just step 1 in their journey to the Super Bowl.
Miles is not leaving. He's not getting traded.
It's their year. Monstrous offense on display again today. They get off to a slow start. At times, they don't look like that's going to be a huge. They end up with 35 points.
Yeah,
it gets a good defense.
Can they go get it done? You know, they, like I said, they've earned the right to have that conversation. It's a burden that not many teams get to carry. This is one of them, and it's going to surround Lamar Jackson. They're all-world quarterback. Can he play his best month of football in the playoffs?
Remember that the playoff wins the game soon. The record as a playoff quarterback's actually been a really exceptional quarterback in December and January starts. I mean, historically really good.
Hey, it ain't over till it's over. We still got 24 seconds on this clock, man.
But that's because he's Lamar Jackson and he's a 2-time MVP. And not many people care that much about what you do in the regular season. And we appreciate it. they celebrate it. You got to go win a Super Bowl.
Nice talk with Harbaugh, that tremendous Heisman career at Louisville, but no championship. And he talked about not having had a championship since youth football. Yeah. He's just so starving to win as a team. He's done so much as an individual. He can't do more.
I remember a year ago when we came down here, we talked to John Harbaugh. John has a personal
The 2024 season is over, finally. It's been a trying season. It's been a tough season. It's over. It's over, y'all. It's over. Y'all mad about going out on a fucking knee? Why do you care? Who gives a fuck if they took a knee at the end of the game? Please, stop talking about that they took a knee. Who gives a fuck that they took a knee? They were down 35 points at the end of this game. Yeah, they took a knee. Why risk getting anybody injured at that point? They took a knee. Goddamn, y'all get mad about the dumbest shit sometimes. Woosah. It's over, y'all. This season from hell, it's over. It's over. Woo. I just want y'all, let's just take 30 seconds to appreciate that. It's over. This season is over. Woo. Woo. Next Sunday, the Browns do not play football. And usually I'm sad when that happens. Never take a knee. Shut the fuck up. Please. Please shut the fuck up. All right. Now you're just being mad about dumb shit. The season is over, man. I didn't want to live one more play. After we threw the fat guy touchdown, I did not want to live one more play in this season. We have all made it. If you're in chat and you've been in chat all 17 games, give yourself a pat on the back right now. If you're in chat like Rex Fortune, like Ray Rags, like Mighty, have been here pretty much the whole year, give yourself a pat on the back, dog. You valiantly sat through one of the worst seasons the Browns have had. Yeah. You did your duty as a fan. You rocked through this. This season has had many lows and like one or two highs. But you got through it. You got through it. All right. You got through it. Now, we get to talk about at least having the third pick in the draft. Now, we get to talk about moving on from this abysmal quarterback season. Ray Rag says, Q, you've talked about the season that made you almost stop watching. This was that season for me. I can understand that. This was a very unappetizing, unappealing season, but it's over now. It's over. You got through it. And hopefully that's as bad as it gets for a really long time. But it's over. We still standing. We still breathing. We saw Bailey Zapp throw an interception to a 400-pound man. And we still have life in our lungs. It's Austin says, let's go with a $20 super chat. Appreciate you. It's finally over. Much love, Q. Hope for the best next season, as always. Appreciate you, Ace Austin. That's what we going to do. Hey, look, this season wasn't it. Deshaun Watson stunk. The offensive line stunk. The run game stunk. The defense didn't stink. Wasn't as good as last year. You got some things to do. Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski have a lot of work to do this offseason. A lot of ground to cover. But now we move on to that. Who are the Cleveland Scouts, and how do they evaluate football personnel? I don't even know how to answer that question. The Jade McCray with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you, Jade. Whew. All right. We taking our deep breaths? Do we need a chat? I'm going to put a poll in chat to see if we need a deep breathing exercise. Let's see, chat. Right here. How do I add a poll? Right here. I'm such a fucking boomer when it comes to this shit. There it is. All right. All right, chat, vote on that poll. Did it not pop up? There you go. Bam, poll started. Rex Sports is in silver lining for me. We get to watch the Bengals lose T. Higgins and figure out how to pay Chase. Bengals going to do what the Bengals going to do. Someone asks, how do the Browns turn around from here? It's going to be a lot of work. We're going to talk about it. Look, the Brown season is over, but that don't mean I'm done uploading. It just means I don't got to talk about these damn games anymore. Looks like chat's saying, yeah, we need the deep breathing exercise. All right, chat. We got you. I'm gonna put on some good music here. Relaxing music. Yes. Cleveland Browns fans, you've been through a lot. This has not been the season that you were expecting. The Browns came in last year, won 11 games. This year, they won 3. We have not had what we have hoped to have this season. We have not had what we wanted to have this season. But through this exercise, we will find our inner peace. We will find our inner sanctum. And we will come out the other side, reborn. And remember that next season is always the best season. All right. Now I want you guys to sit straight. Shoulders rocked back. Head slightly tilted up. Close your eyes. And one deep breath. Exhale the Cowboys game. All right. And then, now, again, one deep breath. Loss number 2. Get it out. And then one deep breath. And then loss number 3. Come on, keep doing this. You know how many times we're going to do this. One deep breath. And then out. All right. Now we are at the portion of the season where Deshaun Watson stunk it up. My man played the worst game of all time. My man played an awful game. Yes. Now, this is going to take more than one deep breath to get the Washington game out your system. It's going to take more than one deep breath to get the Deshaun Watson funk out your system. So, please, work with me. Close your eyes. Clear the mind. And deep breath. Exhale. Deep breath. Exhale. Deep breath. Exhale. All right? Clap it up for yourselves. Clap it up for yourselves. Now we're entering into the funner Jameis Winston period of the season. We can have our eyes open for this and remember some of the fun moments. Right? It wasn't all bad. Jameis Winston. He threw like 3 touchdowns against Baltimore. That was fun. Remember that? Felt good. Remember when Jameis Winston beat the Pittsburgh Steelers? So remember, no matter how bad this season got, you did not let them fuck-ass Steelers beat you twice. That means something. That means something. All right, y'all. We're going to get into the DTR portion of this, and it's going to be short, sweet, and quick, just like DTR's run as the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. So we're going to go exhale. Just one quick inhale. Exhale. Shoot it out. All right? There we go. Get that DTR out of your system. Now, we're going to take one deep breath for every passing touchdown DTR had this year. All right, let's move on to Bailey Zapp. Now, Bailey Zapp, he played like shit. Nobody was expecting good. And he also threw an interception to a 400-pound man. I want you to rest your shoulders. Take one deep breath in. Exhale. And remember that the 2024 Browns season is official behind you. And you know what? It's time. Yeah, it's time for us to now come out of our... It's been a long season, man.
Peacemaker has a
I hope we can have a little bit of fun here. Hope we can have a little bit of fun on the way out, man. Look, it's been a rough season. Nobody's going to deny that. Let's do the post game, y'all. Let's do the post game. It's over, y'all. Okay? If one good thing happened in this game, and one good thing almost happened in this game, Jamari Thrash almost got one of the craziest touchdowns you ever seen. But if one good thing happens from this game, it is that it existed, it ended, and the Browns were able to get out of there. That the season was able to end. Because the worst thing that could have happened was if the season continued in perpetuity. This has been a bad Brown season. There's been no doubt about that. The season has gone horribly below under expectations. It's brought out the worst out of anybody who loves the Browns. It's been a trying time for anybody who loves the Browns solely because of this team's dysfunction, at least in terms of their ability to win football games. It's been a rough one. And this game was just about as rough as the end of the season has been. The wheels really fell off this team once they benched Jameis Winston. And I don't know if that's not by design or not. But the Browns now have the 3rd overall pick in the draft. They could end up with the number 1 overall pick if the Tennessee Titans and the New England Patriots both lose. If one of those teams lose, they'll have the 2nd overall pick. So Sunday by 4 o'clock, you'll see a video on this channel where I'll be telling you exactly where the Browns will be picking, and then I'll do a mock draft from where the Browns are picking based on everything that we know, or everything that's locked in with the draft order. It's been a long year. I don't know if you guys really want me to break down the game in this one. The game was not very interesting except for like Bailey Zapp threw an interception to a 400-pound. He threw an interception to a 400-pound man in this one. They didn't get the ball to Jerry Jeudy. The Ravens basically doubled Jerry Jeudy the whole game. This game was about as bad as it looks, right? The score, it got ballooned up at the end. The Browns defense did a pretty good job of containing them. But when Mike Hall got hurt, and by the way, that's a big news out of this, when Mike Hall hurt, we don't know the nature of the injury, but it looked like a leg break or an ACL tear or something bad like that. And that pretty much ended the Browns' serious push to be able to win this game. So forgive me if I'm not too interested in talking about the content of what is a very forgettable season closing game. And if I'm more interested in talking about what the future is for the Cleveland Browns. Now, here's what we know. Here's what we don't know, or at least here's what it seems like is going to happen. And here's what it seems like is not going to happen. From all accounts, it would be surprising if Kevin and Andrew Berry were let go. Now, I'm not saying whether you should feel like Kevin or Andrew Berry should be fired. You go 3-13, people going to want you fired. Well, no, 3-14, my bad. It's worse than that. You go 3-14, you could have 3 Super Bowls, people going to want you fired. So that is what it is, right? People are going to want Kevin fired because of that. And people are also going to want, anybody associated with this season fired because of that. Yeah, I don't know why it's not lagging on the OBS part. So I have no idea why it looks like that on the output. Let me close some tabs and see if that's the case. Yeah, I don't know why it looks like that. It shouldn't. I guess my Wi-Fi is not doing great right now. Sins Killed You said, poor DTR, he tried his best probably. Yeah, I mean, poor DTR, all that stuff. All right, so forgive me if I'm not too interested in breaking down the individual content of this game. It just wasn't an interesting enough game to really do that with. This game was what it was. It was a game where the Ravens were favored by like 20 plus points and they covered. The Browns looked bad in this game, but I don't know how much I can take away from how the Browns looked in this game. Like, this was not a game that I think the team was actively like going out their way to try to win. The Browns are at a position of the season where it overwhelmingly benefits them to lose versus win. There's not much I can take away from this game. I understand that when you go 3-14, people are going to want people fired, right? And there are going to be people who lose their jobs because of this season. But I don't think it's going to be Kevin or AB. Now, I get it. Whenever a coach has a season like this, they are usually on the hot seat, but it does not seem like, for whatever reason, that's the case here in Cleveland. Maybe it's because the Browns went 11-6 last year. Maybe it's because they know internally who's more responsible for some of the key factors that led to this season being what it is, i.e. the offensive line, Deshaun Watson, et cetera, et cetera. All of those things we're never going to know the answer to. But what we know is that they have gone out their way to make it known that Kevin's not going anywhere. If you read the ESPN article, if you read any of the reports, they seem firmly planted in Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry sticking around. They think that these are the guys who are going to be able to dig them out of this mess and that the Browns are going to be competitive again sooner than later with Kevin and AB at the helm. We'll see if that's true. This offseason is Kev and AB's opportunity, more so Andrew Berry's opportunity to prove himself, right? He's going to have to draft well this offseason. He's going to have to make some really smart signings in free agency this season. So we'll figure out what it is with Andrew Berry. Kevin's going to have to make more personnel hires. He's been not had the great track record on these personnel hires. So we'll see what happens on that front. I think Dorsey's likely gone. I think Deuce Staley's gone. Probably the special teams coach too, but the only thing saving him is that you don't want too much turnover. But there's going to be moves made. There's going to be moves made this offseason. That's going to have to happen. That's just the nature of this. When you go 3 and whatever, changes happen. Now, they've made it clear that those changes aren't going to be head coach and GM. There are 2 ways to look at it, right? I know some people are upset, but I tend to look at it this way where it's like, hey, I'd rather try to see what we can do if we just let these guys dig out of their own mess, because they've had enough good seasons to where I'm willing to try to see what they can do digging themselves out of this mess. And with this mess being what it is, I don't think we're going to be a really attractive spot to hire anybody for at least a year or 2. So that's being the situation. You might as well let these guys dig themselves out of it, right? Not saying Andrew Berry is perfect, not saying Kevin Stefanski's perfect, but that's just where we're at. That's the most practical solution going forward right now for the Cleveland Browns. Now we look at the draft. I've talked about this a lot. I know a lot of people think you have to go offense here or you have to go quarterback here. Part of drafting well is meeting the draft where it's at, and you got to meet the draft where it's at. This is a great year to draft defense. And you have a really good defense, make that defense really strong. Make that defense elite. Doesn't mean that you ignore the offensive side of the ball. You obviously do some things on the offensive side of the ball, but you got to take the draft where it's at. If we're talking about what we're going to do with the top 3 pick now, well, you got to spend it on the top 3 player in this draft. And the best players in this draft play defense. Right? Abdul Carter, Mason Graham, Will Johnson, Travis Hunter. Those are the best players in this draft class, or at least the best prospects in this draft class. They play defense. Got to draft defense there. I get the wish to draft offense. The best position on offense this year is wide receiver. Browns, we could use another wide receiver, but that's not going to dramatically change the Browns' fate. It's not going to change the offense if we get a wide receiver. It's not like Jamar Chase is in this draft or Jeremiah Smith is in this draft. Good Lord, by the way, have you guys seen Jeremiah Smith? If you're an Ohio State fan, you're well aware, but good Lord. That dude is the first wide receiver I've ever looked at and thought to myself, he might be the number 1 overall pick. The only reason he's not going to be the number 1 overall pick is because he's coming out in 2027, and that's going to be DJ Lagway, possibly Arch Manning, and then also so many other guys. That 2027 class is just loaded with just talent across the board. So it's going to be tough for him to be the number 1 overall pick. But good God, that's the best prospect I've ever seen at 18 years old. But yeah, this year, the prospects that are going to be, franchise or had the potential to be franchise changing, they play defense. So you got to look there. That doesn't mean that you can't help the offense in the 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round. That doesn't mean you can't help the offense in free agency. There's going to be a lot of work to do for this football team. They have a ton of work to do. And it's not going to be the easiest job because you're not going to be able to throw gobs of money at this. You're going to have to be efficient with your money. You're going to have to be smart with how you draft. You're going to have to take some of these players. You're going to have to plan this out. This is where the Browns are. In the NFL, I always say this, you're never as bad as you think you are. You're never as good as you think you are, right? There are years where you think your team is going to, the Bengals, for example, they're fighting for a playoff spot. I bet if you asked the Bengals fan in 2021 what the future was going to be like for them, they would have told you, we're going to be going to back-to-back championships all the time. We're going to win 12 games for the rest of the decade, and we're never going to drop because we got Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's that good. They're 8-8 right now. They might be 8-9 at the end of the season. They might be 9-8. They might miss the playoffs. you're never as good as you think you are. Now, on the flip side, you're never as bad as you think you are. Remember the Lions? Remember how bad we thought their personnel decisions were? They were drafting running backs in the first round. They had Jared Goff as their quarterback. We thought they stunk. A couple years later, if they didn't get injuries, they're the best team in football this year. Hell, the Vikings, we thought they were going to stink when they came in for joint practice, had their 8th pick overall get hurt, and had to play Sam Darnold. We thought the Minnesota Vikings were going to be trash. You're never as bad as you think you are. Minnesota Vikings went 14-2. Keep that in mind this offseason, right? Turnarounds in the NFL are part of the game. There's going to be a team that goes from being in the top 5 to playing in the playoffs. Happens almost every year. That's what the NFL is about. Because, again, you're never as good as you think you are. So the teams that make the playoffs this year, not guaranteed to come back. And you're never as bad as you think you are. The teams that are down, not guaranteed to stay down. The Browns got to figure out quarterback. There's no perfect move for them at quarterback, right? There's no big name that they can go out and get. Every move that they are going to do at quarterback is going to come with a significant amount of skepticism. 1, because it's the Cleveland Browns organization, and 2, because you're going to have to go with a name that's not perfectly clean. If you get Kirk Cousins, he looks cooked. If you go after Aaron Rodgers, my God, the dirt on that name, right? There's just no clean name you're going to go after. Every single name you're going to get going to have skepticism based on it. People are going to roast you. Remember, NFL, you're never as good as you think you are. You're never as bad as you think you are. People are doing the same thing to Russell Wilson. People were roasting the Steelers for going after Russ. Looks like a great move for them. Just got to keep that in mind, right? It's easy to spiral and think that we're going to go back to 0-15, 0-16, 1-15 after a season like this, because it feels like that could be the case. But how we feel is not how it's going to go. You're never as bad as you think you are, never as good as you think you are. That's what you have to do. Got to keep that in mind. Got to stray away from panicking. And you got to do what you have to do to win these games. That's my thoughts on this. Y'all have a great day. Have a better night. Peace. I think I know the problem. Hold on. Is it smoother now? Let me see if I think I know the problem. I think I went to my record setting, and my record setting's in 4K. Is that what happened? Let me wait and see. I think I know the problem. Hold on. Is it smoother now? No, it's still choppy. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Well, sorry for that. I don't know why that happened. Jonathan No says with a super chat, thanks, Q. Good season. Nice to have other options than 92.3. Bring back G. Bush and Jake Burns more often. Yeah, appreciate the super, man. Appreciate the super, Jonathan. Appreciate you for sticking with me, man. It's been a long season, but you know what? I try to make sure we can have fun. Well, yeah, the video's still lagging. I don't know why that is the case, but I want to thank every single one of y'all for joining me throughout the season. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you again for the draft. Have an even better night. Peace. Or at least live. I'm going to be back here on the channel uploading regular. Yeah, I'm not recording anymore, so it can't be that. Yeah, appreciate the super, man. Appreciate the super, Jonathan. Appreciate you for sticking with me, man. It's been a long season, but you know what? I try to make sure we can have fun. Well, yeah, the video's still lagging. I don't know why that is the case. But I want to thank every single one of y'all for joining me throughout the season. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a great day. I'll see you again for the draft. Have an even better night. Peace. All right, let's do this again now that we know it's not lagging. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate the chat. You guys have been awesome. Chat, it's been a great season. I'll be back uploading videos like nothing ever happened for the rest of the off season. We're going to do film breakdowns on all the prospects. I'm going to be at the Senior Bowl again, so we're going to get live content from the Senior Bowl down there as well. Lots of fun things to look forward to this offseason. We're going to attack it really well, and hopefully the Browns do some things to get us interested in 2020.